yeah. Last time, you went to Thesos after receiving a letter from Priscilla Carifi, which is Poppy's mentor. Should be Poppy's mentor. About all this prophecy stuff and the three forbidden magics. You've accepted to meet with Priscilla, uh, and you've found her cottage, which was in a small village close to Thesos, a place called Melika. Once there, you were ambushed. You did not find Priscilla, but you were ambushed by various uh, elementals that you've dispatched without too much effort. I think most of you almost died, but too, without too much effort.
Easy.
Easy. Following this, by the way, it's a recap mainly for you, on, Ethan.
Were
Thank
you
you.
about
Following
to say
this,
Zovril?
yes, I was.
That's my
I
name
wouldn't
now.
have mind, but yeah. Following this, you've set out and found um, Priscilla's body being completely impaled by multiple sh- large shards of ice. Uh, her body standing atop of sort of monument of spikes. And nearby, you've met uh, one of Poppy's rival, I guess you could say. A woman called Horizon. She was special. She was friendly enough.
No, she was
She
not.
would. She was. She
She was
essentially.
psychotic.
Oh yeah, she was. She also was. Uh, she essentially told you that her fight with Priscilla created a. Let's call this a time rift, because these magics are not forbidden for no reason, and time magic has the ability to, well, create these sort of time rifts that are a problem. Uh, he could not solve the issue with the time rift, but she somewhat convinced Poppy that, being a time mage herself, she would be able to close it out, which Poppy did. Um, following this, Horizon left. She had no reason to. She had no qualms against you. She had no reason to fight you at this point, and she got what she wanted, so she just packed her stuff and left, leaving you with a closed out rift, an unconscious Poppy, dead Priscilla still standing atop this monument of spikes, of frozen spikes, and yeah, this is pretty much where we kinda left off. I would have assumed that. Go ahead.
I thought that it ended up like downing um Poppy and like to the point where Horizon thought that Poppy was dead and that's why Horizon
Yeah,
ended up leaving. Okay.
yeah. Horizon left because she thought that Poppy was dead.
Yeah.
Poppy actually just disappeared. So
Yeah. Yeah.
she simply thought that Poppy was dead.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished. She
Okay.
had what she wanted and she left.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we pretty much ended up with Poppy waking up. I believe she woke up in the cabin. Uh, Priscilla's body, by the way, as I said, impaled like numerous times. Like she is not in a good. Her body's not in a good state. It's missing parts at this point. It's not good. Uh, I would have assumed that following this, you would have sent a message to uh, Zovril and Philibert to join you in Tezos. Or at least maybe they were already aware that you were there and they just would be there later.
Sure.
I'll let it up to you.
Um Yeah, I feel like they would have known that we were going to Thesos, but the message sending to them would probably be like, I need help. Can someone meet me in Thesos?
Alright. You get an answer from Philibert saying you cannot be there because his basement is flooded. But,
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry,
the guild
Arastelle,
house
you'll have to deal with your own
basement is
problems.
flooded. Yeah.
My basement's flooded. I can't save the world right now.
Yeah. Let's just say that maybe his heart was giving him complications, Grim.
I prefer the basement thing. The guild house basement is flooded and
I don't think that Tony would agree to that, Grim.
no, probably not.
That's where all of our magical
I
items are. You know they can't get wet.
I stopped paying him, so probably won't agree with me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, my
You're
my
now
wallet's better now.
Oh damn! I didn't know that news. That's the biggest news I've heard so far.
He's not a paid actor anymore. What have
Ooh.
I done?
Oh no.
Tonio unleashed.
I
He's
don't
actually
know.
just a murder hobo.
Yeah.
I don't know.
exactly.
Without me, how will he pay for his flooding problems?
I
He
don't know.
needs me.
Wow, you really got rid of him at a really rough time.
Yeah, it's a really rough time. My timing is bad. I know. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, you can't come to work today? Well, you're fired, so.
That is exactly what Grim said. If you don't have the dedication to actually come to work, then you don't need to work here.
Just put on swim trunks
Oh
and
God.
shut on your computer.
So yeah, I would assume that Philibert would have issues of his own. That would explain why he's not rushing to Thesos. Zovril has nothing best to do, I guess. So.
I'm just fleeing a murder scene, probably.
Yeah. Maybe it's time for me to not be in in Carantir.
Oh, to be
Oh.
fair. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna ask my final question of between whenever our epilogue was and now is how many murders have I committed in that time? Just that one?
Just the one
Okay.
that you know of.
God.
That he knows of?
Huh?
Let me just start my tally. One.
Just this one.
Okay.
You'll see him like get into Thesos with a full-on cart full of all his things, like he's moving away. Will you be moving out of Melika back to Thesos? That's a question for
Yes.
you.
I don't know if we would be able. It's just me and Nephele. Poppy
Yeah.
is pretty in. She's in rough shape.
And
we
moving
have-
Poppy is not so bad.
And then we also have Priscilla, who's completely MIA.
Yes. That is if you want to move her body.
Just leave her there?
I mean, what's the worst that will happen?
I don't know. Poppy will lose her mentor again.
Is she not already lost?
Well, no, because she has gentle repose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you kind of have like 10 days -2 by the time you get there to
Oh, okay.
find a solution for
Um,
this.
It took us a day and a half to get to Thesos. I feel like you're making this.
Hey, he had to pack all his stuff to leave.
What is he packing? Zovril doesn't pack.
He's on the run.
You're telling me that Zovril takes longer to pack than it does for Poppy, Nephele, and Arastelle?
Yeah, probably not.
He's very vain now.
Yeah.
After he heard about the statue. He had a
Oh
big
my
Ron-
god, I can't wait
We're
for
going
you to
to
hear
Thesos.
about the statue.
Well, when you
Uh.
called him, he had brunch with his other group of friends. So
No!
I was having family time.
Unbelievable.
Papa Turiel and my sister and her kids.
But yeah, let's say a day and a half, give or take. So yeah, it's up to you if you want to move out of Melika or not. Know that in any case, you probably need to go to big city to do whatever you aim to do. It's just small travel time, so it's up to you at this point. Also, Poppy is not unconscious for 3 days, like just not in a state to do anything really.
Okay.
But she can feed herself. She can move.
I thought the point of like her not being here was because she was bedridden.
Does this mean that she needs to be unconscious?
If she's bedridden, then she can't move around, is what I'm saying.
Sure, we can go with that. So yeah, let's say it will take you a day and a half to get there. I assume that you get news from Arastelle telling you that they are actually in Melika, which is a small village slightly northwest of Thesos, like an hour and a half march from there. They're not in the big city. Travel has been uneventful, mostly. I assume you have a horse or something of the sort, a mount.
Yeah, I assume so.
All right. So yeah, you probably have a mount, which is fine. You'll get direction from Arastelle to get to Priscilla's cabin, which is slightly a little off of the town. It's just a small log cabin on some hill. It's easy to miss. But yeah, you eventually get there without too much problem. As I said, take a day and a half to get there.
Okay.
Where you meet Priscilla's body. Poppy, that's bedridden, and Arastelle and Nephele are both there also.
Okay.
As you get there. They all have mounts all too, I think, so
Yes.
there's a bunch of horses there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just realized that Zovril doesn't really like bringing people back to life. This is a terrible idea all around.
Good thing you guys brought your healer.
I will give you some information now, but because we never really brought anyone back to life in Arcavios in 2 years.
Yeah.
Unless I'm mistaken, I forget about someone, but I believe never happened.
No, it never happened.
No, just
The
the
closest
retconning
one-
of Turiel.
Yeah. And the closest one was, let's say, Philibert. But it
Yes.
wasn't really bringing back to life.
Yeah.
It was trying to figure a way for him to have a body back that fits his soul.
Yes.
Take note that resurrection is not something common. Some gods, some clerics will frown upon it because it goes against the order of their gods.
Which clerics and which
Zovril.
gods?
You know that chances of having priests of Beleheth or Corvus resurrect people are very slim. That's for sure. Both of them represent pretty much not progress, but the triplets represent time and the cycle, and Corvus represent entropy, which is pretty much the slow degrade of time and things toward back into like natural chaos. So both of them will probably not be up into resurrecting people because dying is part of the cycle. It's part of progress. It's part of things that should happen. Some other god will probably not mind. At this point, you need to figure out and speak with clerics that can actually resurrect people. Which will be your first hurdle, trying to find a cleric that can actually resurrect Priscilla.
It's really interesting to me because if I had known this information beforehand, I'm not sure if Arastelle would have done this then. So, but now we wouldn't have a session. So,
You would have looked into maybe resurrecting her if you knew that some clerics will not do it.
that some gods were against this? Yeah.
Difference between gods and clerics.
Well, you did just say that some gods frown
Yeah.
on it. Yeah, so Arastelle wouldn't do that.
Others don't mind. Each god is do his own thing.
Okay.
Just gotta find the right one.
I mean, you could. I feel like Poppy would potentially ask for this, even if Arastelle might not.
What's interesting
being-
is that this is an interesting thing on Belahit because like while time progresses forward, time magic is timey-wimey. So like
That's why it's illegal.
but like
One of the
Poppy
reasons.
Poppy is part cleric for Belahit.
Uh-huh. Ironic, isn't it?
Yeah. So what the hell does that mean? But yeah, okay.
To be fair, Belahit also kept Zovril from dying. And that's
Yeah.
kind of against their thing as well.
To be
Like,
fair,
just
you
in
didn't
general.
actually die. It wasn't too late to keep
He
you
didn't die.
alive.
Zovril was dying from that, the wyvern poison.
But you didn't die.
I guess I thought it was possibly on the brink of death, if not death, but
Even on the brink of death, though, that's not turning back the cycle of life. You still had a life, and they just saved you.
that's fair.
This is how I interpret the situation.
I think they still don't really interfere in that stuff very often, but that makes sense. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. It's fair. Okay, so... Where do we start with this?
It's up to you. I mean, you're all in the same place right now.
Thanks for coming, Zovril.
Of course. Are you okay? Where's Poppy? I don't know how much you gave me in the message, but I assume not too much.
Poppy's recovering. She's in rough shape. The person that we came to find was dead. I tried to stop her body from decaying, but it was a mess. It was... Someone just led us here into a trap.
Do you have any idea who or why?
It was the weather mage that Poppy has mentioned before. I think that she wants to kill both Poppy and the blood mage and get rid of Strixhaven. She wasn't very clear, and I don't know, but she said that she's going after Barkrim next.
Well, that is strange. Feels... I mean, I get Poppy can be a lot sometimes, but I can't imagine anybody ever wanting to kill her.
She sure reminded me a bit of Lana, I have to be honest.
It's a scary thought.
Yeah. I'd be careful of her if you ever run into her. Her name's Horizon.
Horizon. Okay. Is Poppy going to be okay? Do I need to check on her first?
Please.
Yeah. I'll just go do a quick check over of Poppy. if she's responsive at all, ask her how she's doing, and if she's not, just try to do my best to at least see if she's gonna be okay. It's like a general first aid check.
Sure. Poppy's been going like on and off, in and out,
Okay.
for the past day and a half. When she's awake, it's for a brief moment. She's extremely tired. I believe maybe you can confirm this, Lucky. I believe she told you about how she spoke with her mentor for a moment as
Yes.
she was closing the time rift that was caused by her mentor.
And afterwards, I think.
And what, sir?
I think that after the rift had closed, they spoke again, and we took a look at the book of, like, Priscilla's journal, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't get any information from it.
All right. Okay. So yeah, she's been Puppy's stable, alive, but yeah, she's been on and off for the past day and a half.
Okay. And at this point, I would assume nothing like a lesser restoration, no healing. This is just gonna be, ironically, time that's gonna heal
Yes.
this.
Pretty much.
There was a lot of time puns last session. It was great.
I was trying to think of another way to go about it, and I was just like, well, we're just gonna go for it. Gotta start in hot.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
She just needs some time.
Okay.
Even if it's D&D, I mean, sometimes you gotta get out of the long rest rules. Because yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not always just gamey.
Yeah. After I finish checking over, I'll just turn to Arastelle, and I assume Nephele's in the room with us. Okay. She's gonna be okay. She's just might take a day or two to recover. A day or two more. I know it's already been a couple days, but she's gonna be okay. And I don't think there's any sort of magic that I'm capable of anyway that'll help. She's stable, and I think it'll be okay. Hopefully tomorrow or the next day.
Are you able to bring Priscilla back?
I am able to. Technically, yes.
Technically?
Say it's complicated would be an oversimplification, but it's kind of against the teachings of Belahit. And
Never mind.
well, that's why it's complicated. But it also, my studies, if you're coming back to me correctly, I think it's also something against Corvus's teachings, which a little bit of a scary thought, but still complicated. Where's
Corvus
her
the
body?
one who cursed your family? What do you have to prove to Corvus?
Oh, it's not proving anything. It's not further pissing him off, but where is she?
She's in the other bed over there. We don't really know where else to go.
What's Thesos? Are they blanking? Are they Edgar?
Yeah.
Edgar. Would I know if Edgar Reese would be willing to resurrect?
A High Cleric of Edgar would. But
Okay.
the last High Cleric of Edgar that was in Thesos got killed recently by a group of adventurers. Turned out he was a demon. There's other churches.
Why
There are
would you
other
phrase
churches in
it
Thesos.
that way? The group of adventurers didn't kill the High Cleric. The demon killed the High Cleric.
Stories get muddled over time.
Oh yeah, I mean, history is written by the winners, you see.
That doesn't sound like the
And
winners.
as the DM, I win all the time.
That sounds like you just said the demon won, and that's a scary thought.
No, the demon did not win. He's
But
very,
the demon
he's
didn't
very
lose.
dead. He's very dead.
The demon isn't dead. What are you talking? Well, I guess the demon's dead. Never mind.
Okay.
He's very dead.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, there's you can go to Thesos and ask. But the last news you have is that the High Cleric of Thesos as well. He got killed by a demon.
Do we know?
Maybe they have a new one.
Fair.
Other
I
than
know
that,
They had said that they were sending for one, but they also had sent for Strixhaven, and they hadn't been there yet. So who knows?
you can roll a religion or a history check also if you want about Thesos.
Dice to choose.
Sure. 3 both plus 4. That is a 13.
And it's
Alright.
also a 13.
You know Thesos is a big city. Even though Edgar was kind of the big divinity there, there's pretty much all the god. The only god that has no church in Thesos is Midorus. The second biggest church is probably Gnorth due to its proximity to Turo. And Thesos is pretty much the gate, the eastern gate of Silk Meadow. So, other than that, yeah, nothing stops you from going around and asking around. I will remind you something, Arastelle, that I'm pretty sure I told Poppy, or at least that Priscilla told Poppy. Horizon is very good at,
Stealing magic.
according to Priscilla, emulating or copying or stealing spells.
Yeah.
She wasn't there just for fun. She got what she wanted.
But I don't know exactly what that means. And also, I don't think Poppy actually told me that. So, Arastelle does not really know that. So.
Also, did you look at Priscilla's body?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
you're talking about to Zovril. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would
so-
be my next. While we're
Okay.
having this conversation, yeah, I'd walk over there. And...
You, as I said, her body is it's full of holes at this point. She was brutally impaled on many frozen spikes. There's clear gaps in her body, missing pieces. She's got one of her arm is pretty much just dangling by skin and some tissue, and could easily just fall off. I mean, she's in a very, very, very rough shape.
Okay.
Some of these holes are maybe like 3 or 4 inch wide, like diameter. Like, you know that you'll need a priest, a cleric, who's able to cast.
Ray's dead, right?
Yeah.
Who need to cast resurrection.
Resurrection?
Oh, shit.
Work.
Why not Ray's dead?
Raised dead do not bring back organs. It will bring her back to life with no spleen and heart. Not so good. She'll die instantly. Raise dead does not replace his organs.
Is
Resurrection
that
does.
so?
Yeah, that is.
You did not specify this before when we did gentle repose, so that's a little unfortunate. What happened? Like, yes, there's punctures in the organs, but like, that's what magical healing can do. No, why can't? It's not like they're missing.
If the hole is big enough, there's clear organs that are missing.
Okay. We're going to use a resurrection on this person that we literally just met last session.
Oof.
I don't like that.
You
Too
do it
bad
for
I
Puppy.
Spent all my money last.
You spent all your money. You have 1,200 gold of diamond on you. I spent all my gold. This guy's literally a diamond shop, and he's worrying about his cash.
I only have 10 gold on me.
There's people in Thesos right now that want to rob you. Like they're working on a plan to rob you right now. And don't even
They're
know it.
planning on robbing me anyways.
They have a radar for diamonds. Like, yeah, this guy.
No, if you have a statue, you gotta have something on you.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, yeah, this is beyond what I'm capable of. So, I guess we have to go into Thesos. But I do think we should probably still try to be discreet, if possible.
Maybe we should just leave them here and bring a cleric that we can find to this village once we are able to find them.
Yeah, that might be easiest. I don't really love leaving them here. You don't think Horizon would try to come back to you? Or she thinks that they're both dead?
I don't think I can fully understand the motivations behind her actions. I can't see for sure. But Poppy would be able to message us if something did come up.
Yeah, I guess we don't really have a lot of choices, so... I guess that might be the easiest plan for us right now.
Good. So you leave Poppy and Priscilla's body there?
Yeah.
Alright. So you leave, you pack up some things, leave for back to Thesos. Nephele is there, she will follow you for now. Unless you tell, she will follow you unless you tell her to not follow you, essentially.
She's a good sidekick.
Yeah.
So,
Alright.
if we're doing resurrection, then gentle repose doesn't even matter.
Indeed. Because resurrection is, what, under the year, I think? Something of the sort.
Something like that, yeah.
You got plenty of time. Yes,
We didn't need to do this today. We can just go shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm about to just let's just go shopping. Get a French.
I've got 10 gold.
Don't you have
Then actual gold.
1,000 gold worth of
I'm not very
diamonds?
liquid right now.
Sure. You go back to Thesos. Did you pass through Tezos on your way there, Zovril?
If
It
it would
was
make sense travel-wise,
it was not necessary. I mean,
if Aristelle's message was that they needed help, then I would have gone whatever the fastest route is.
okay.
And if that's not through Thesos, then I would have
It's
avoided
not
it.
through Tezos. Tezos is
Okay.
the eastern gate. Like, if you go through Tezos, you're not in Silk Meadow anymore. Like, the other
Oh,
side is.
okay. Okay.
Alright, so yeah, you go to Tezos. All three of you. You. I would assume it's still midday at this point. Something of the sort. Maybe a little later than that. Almost evening. There's some people in the streets. What would be your first? What would you do first? What's the goal here?
I don't know which temple we should go to first.
I would like to go to Edgar because something that I've been curious about as Arastelle is if they got the statue replaced at the Church of Edgar.
Sure. Yeah, we can stop there first. Worst case scenario is they don't have a qualified high priest yet. Yeah, we can go check that out.
Sure. You know your way to this temple. You pass through as you get close to the temple. You pass through the plaza that's right in front of it, and that is also where the statue of the strangers lies. Zovril, you get to witness the glory that is you. You sculpted in. I think I did not give any material, but I would say stone. Standing there in the middle of this plaza with some of your companions that you fought with some months prior. There are missing people in this statue. All of them are standing there proud like heroes, weapons, armor, everything's there. But yeah, it's a classic sort of just looking ahead, proud, weapon at their side or things like that. Heroes, if they had weapon. And weirdly enough, all of them have they have this sort of large chin. Like they all have manly large chin that does not fit any of the person that are there, including you.
Is
Like
it
you barely
close in...
recognize yourself beside the
Okay,
mirror.
so I might not even be recognizable then.
Maybe.
As I look and it's the exact same outfit.
Yeah. If you did not change, yes. It sure looks like you. But yeah, you have this sort of like square cut man chin. Very Chad.
You can't be serious.
Does not run in the family.
Arastelle is not on, correct?
No.
No, it's
There are no women on this statue.
So it was on purpose, fucker.
Patriarchy.
Yeah, the people that were on it were Zovril, Raz, Garen, and Shamash.
Yeah, I mean, you're standing tall with all of these people. They're all small people. Like
Okay,
a towering giant among like these people.
Yeah, you are the tallest. That's fun.
Oh god.
Arastelle would try to make you feel better about it. I think it's really cool that they're recognizing the courage that you experienced that day. You did
I did
really
the
help.
least out of everybody there.
That's not true. What do you mean?
I mean, you're not even up there.
I don't want to be up there.
I mean, I feel a similar sentiment.
But You saved me. There was a moment where I almost died. If you didn't break his concentration, I might have.
I feel like other people are more deserving. But I appreciate you saying so. Let's just not stay here.
The artist seemed to want to have you as part of the statue because you were the perfect representation of heroism.
I mean, I guess to each their own.
I'd agree with her, actually, even though she was really rude otherwise.
I feel like Zafra would probably blush a little bit. Just at the compliment.
Nephele would say, you're a handsome man. Take the compliment. You're tall, you're kinda cute.
Thing. And gonna put his hood up and keep heading towards the temple.
Did I say
What's
something
funny
wrong?
is that I feel like this is deja vu because we were literally here in this square last time, and Nephele and Poppy were talking to Arastelle to the point where like she got super uncomfortable and just like
Yeah.
ducked out and walked away from the conversation. This is such deja vu.
I completely forgot about that, but you're 100% right.
Yeah, I guess Nephele will follow. And yeah, should ask you, did I say something wrong?
I'm sure he'll be fine. I can understand the uncomfortableness of the statue, so maybe people just won't recognize him since the statue looks a little bit different.
I guess. I mean, he looks better than Chiselman right there. You point at this statue.
Oh, but yes, but I think that he might feel uncomfortable if someone were to recognize him and maybe call him the hero of Thesos when he doesn't feel like he's the hero.
Like honor and glory kind of thing.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
I just feel like the worst thing is not him being called the hero, but the others not being known for it. Wasn't it a group effort? You're all the hero of Thesos, no? Like you should be there. You
The thing is that I don't think we do it for any fame. I certainly didn't do it for fame. And having a statue in the middle of a city square has a certain level of recognition that we weren't expecting to have.
I guess it's fair. You recognize, I guess, it's not for everyone, but I can teach you all to get how to get used to it.
That's
And
what
meeting
I'm
people
hoping
all the
for.
time is fun. Getting to know a lot of people helps a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying. Maybe not successfully, but I'm still trying.
Well, while we're in Thesos, if we do get some time, I can try to find maybe a soiree that I can all attend. You get to meet people. Maybe Zovril will get a little unstuck. I don't know. Maybe it'll help.
I guess I did promise that if you would work on your magic, then I would go out and socialize with you. And you did do really well against those elementals. So
I put my life in danger, and you come to some soiree and parties. Drink some wine, meet some people, have fun.
okay. Yeah.
And same for you, as she kind of catch up to Zovril.
Right, Zovril?
Sorry, what?
Oh, he did it back.
Soiree?
Yeah. Meet some people. I mean, I feel like the both of you are a little stuck up, and that you should go out a little more.
Did you just call us stuck up?
I think that's a word. No?
I know. No. I don't think I'm stuck up, Nephele.
You don't think so?
No, I just would rather read a book than talk with people. That's not being stuck up, that's just what I'm comfortable with.
And I respect that.
Why do you think I'm stuck up?
Because you prefer reading a book than meeting people, and you're afraid of having your statue and being recognized. You can read a book while being recognized. You deserve praise for the achievements that you did. Put your life in danger, the both of you. You did it multiple times from what I heard. You traveled half the world to save me. I mean, you deserve more than just reading a book. Sure, I'm not forcing you to changing, but maybe just being a little more open to praises and getting maybe some what you deserve, like the good things.
How do you make it
Oh.
so easy, Nephele?
I don't know. I'm just like that. And I already have an idea of a robe I could give you. Just need to find a soiree.
Oh. Okay. She'll look to Arastelle will look to Zovril, trying to like plead for him to get her out of the situation.
She'll also look at Zovril and be like, I don't think I have anything for you though.
Well, I guess that means Arastelle and you'll have to go. And
No whistling out of it. I can probably ask around and find you something that fits.
hmm.
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
Zovril, there's a lot of tailors
Oh,
in Thesos.
as long as you don't mind secondhand.
Looking down at his robe that I assume at this point are like, I mean, he has mending, but like, I feel like mending can only do so much to make them look like nice.
But
still. Like, it's-
Nephele did prestidigitation on you not too long ago.
that is true. So I've only got like a few days of dirt on me. So he's like looks down and like he's gonna kind of like pretend to whisper to Arastelle and like she's not gonna take no for an answer, is she? Fair enough, Nephele.
I really like it.
You were supposed to come up with an excuse, Zovril.
You've seen me talk to people. What did you think I was going to do?
Yeah, well, you couldn't do anything here.
Maybe I'll just embarrass
He was
us so
cornered.
much right away at this party that she'll ask us to leave to save her from embarrassment.
That's not a bad idea. Although, if I'll just try to be a part of it, because if I actually joined in, she'd probably get really angry at me. Okay, I can do
Can't
this.
be angry at the hero of Thesos, right?
Oh my goodness, do you know how many people are gonna want to talk to you?
Is it like a masquerade type thing? Can we avoid
could
this,
be.
or
It could be.
You could make
Uh,
it trendy.
I mean, I haven't been in Teslas for some time. I'll need to ask around, and I'll probably find something. There's things every night here in Tessos. If you want Masquerade, we'll go Masquerade.
I mean, I won't be the sole decider of that, but hopefully people just won't recognize me anyways. I don't really look like that, I don't think.
Could cut your hair.
Maybe we'll just do masks.
Well, good. Well, I know what I'll be doing for the rest of my day. Unless you want me in there? She points at the door of the cathedral of Edgar.
No, I think that we can meet up later.
Perfect. She will hug you. She will hug Zovril. Yeah, we'll need you. We'll need to clean you up. And well, meet you later. Meet you at my place. About 2 or 3 hours. And yeah.
Be careful, Nephele.
Yeah, take your time. We'll meet up with you later.
Bye bye. And she kind of leaves.
Where do you come up with this, Grim? Come on!
Guess what?
A soiree?
Improvisation.
Yeah.
I have nothing planned.
I thought we were going to resurrect Priscilla!
Oh yeah, that's the plan for today. But I'm just building for the
Filler.
future.
Yeah, great. I can't
Just
wait
building for the future.
to meet these NPCs at the soiree that I absolutely hate. So that they
They're
come-
all gonna be a bunch of like rich assholes
Yeah.
and nobles.
Yeah, exactly. That I'll have to put up with in the future. Can't wait.
I already have some ideas,
Oh yeah.
but yeah,
Oh great.
it's easy as that.
Okay.
Just
great.
gotta improv something, and suddenly I've got ideas.
Yeah, they're all assholes.
No,
At least you
not
created
all of
Nephele.
them. Not all of them. But you can be sure that that is if we do play this session, that your favorite local sculptor will be there.
Oh great. Oh, that means that Zovril will be able to talk to her.
Yeah, exactly. Andromeda, I guess her name was.
Andromeda.
Andromeda. Andromeda. What was her last name? Koff.
Galaxy, I think.
No. Galaxy wasn't her last name.
Oh.
I did not give her a last name when you met her, but last week I talked about this sculptor that I learned about. And that
Oh
was,
yeah.
Uh,
Crap. What was the name?
I think we wrote this name down.
No, Banks is another
It's
artist.
Coons.
Yes. Andromeda Coons.
Yeah, Andromeda Coons. That's gonna be her actual name, because this Coon guy.
I think that's a really good idea.
I just don't. I don't know art, but reading about that guy was like, this is some bullshit.
Yep.
Art is so whack.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate.
So you enter the church.
Yeah, I would, before walking into the door, I would just whisper to Zovril, can we just, like, disappear for the rest of the evening so that we don't have to go to the soiree with Nephele?
Yeah, how's We can just teleport away, right?
Well, that's a little bit more complicated than it used to be.
Oh. But worth it.
It might be worth it.
It will be very cartoony. Like she gets home, there's a note on the table. We gotta save the world. The other, like on the other half of the other half of the
Something
continent.
came up. Sorry.
Yeah, something came up. Gotta save the world. Thanks. This will feel very cartoony.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
hear me out. We leave a note that says that we teleported away somewhere for something really important, but we just hide somewhere. That way it doesn't cost you anything, and we don't have to go.
then we would lie to Nephele, though.
Yeah, she's hard to lie to. She's too nice.
Yeah.
Just saying, let's not throw out the possibility.
Let's keep it in our back pocket.
Yeah, since one of my NPCs is nice.
She's literally your only nice NPC.
No, she's not.
She's the one that's nice to a fault, where she's friends with all these like evil people because she just sees good in everybody. She's just way too nice for her own good.
Yeah. Oh
And then we're considering like double, like crossing her, I guess. Even though it seems like a very minor thing, like
flaking out on her would be probably the appropriate term.
I feel like to her it would feel like a double cross though.
Yeah, betrayal.
Just like that's her thing.
Yeah, you enter the church. The first thing you see is that the statue has been replaced. It is now a statue of a classical Edgar thing. It's a very old man, big beard. He has this sort of satchel bag full of scrolls that are like just trying to push out of the bag.
Mm-hmm.
It's a giant statue. It is it looks old already. Probably has been moved and not like forged or whatever. It's made out of bronze, so probably was a statue they had somewhere else that just placed it there, destroyed the old one.
Well, now that I think about it, the statue that we destroyed wasn't actually an Edgar statue, but the one of the demon, right?
Yep.
So maybe that was the old statue that used to be at the church?
Maybe they had it stashed and they just put it back.
Yeah.
Seems to be a lot of work. It's a very big statue, but it will fit into the main doors. So
okay.
If they had it stashed in a warehouse or something, well, they could have brought it back.
Ironically, his bag on the statue is very similar to how Arastelle's bag is all the time. The scrolls just kind of falling. Oh. Yeah. No wonder she and Edgar have a rapport.
Can't that all the scrolls are just falling out the bag?
Yeah.
This scroll is like 400 gold. There's no room. Yeah, you enter the place. It's almost evening, so not that many people. There's 3 or 4 people that are there to pray. The place itself looks very similar to when you were there the last time. There was some clear repairs, like new stones, patches, things like that, following the fight in the cathedral. But yeah, there we are. Kinda gives some memories flooding back, I would guess.
Yeah. Arastelle is definitely feeling. I feel like emotional is too vague of a word. Being back at this place, but she would walk up Probably sit at the bench where she first spoke with Edgar, um, and sit down and just kind of say quietly, hello again. I'm glad that they put a statue back where it should be. Thank you again for everything. And yeah, that would be it.
You can hear the voice of the man that close. Just say, that would be the first time we see you here. If you look around, you can see priest, clerical robes, cleric's robes. Of Edgar. He's maybe late 20s, kind of young for a cleric. He has robes that are very similar to what I don't remember the name of the demon.
I don't remember the name of it either.
Tokens? Haha, Thresios. I think it was Thresios Cirillo?
Cirillo, yeah, that's the name that I have. I didn't write his first name.
Yeah, very, very similar clothing to what Cirillo was wearing. Kind of shows rank. He's probably like the current standing High Cleric of the church. Looks rather young for High Cleric, but yeah. As you look around, there's not that many attendants here, so they're probably doing what they can with what they have. This young man is doing the job right, I would assume.
Can you remind me, is Cirillo the name of the High Cleric, or was it the name of the demon?
It was the name of the cleric.
Okay.
That the demon was impersonating.
Yeah, impersonating, okay.
Yeah, the demon you never knew his name, I believe. The only name I used for tokens was the shepherd.
Okay.
So that's pretty much the best I can offer you in terms of naming him.
Okay.
But yeah, the priest was named Thresios Cirillo, and the captain was Captain Theranos.
Yeah, okay.
To found their name back.
I'll respond. Yes, I've only been here a couple of times previously, and that was some months ago. Are you the new High Cleric here?
Yes, that will be us. You can. I go by the name of Akelos.
Can you give me that spelling?
Oh yes, absolutely. There you go.
It's nice to meet you. My name is Arastelle.
Likewise, it's always nice to see new faces. You can see he kind of stops at Zovril for a moment. Have we met before?
I don't believe so. My name's Zovril. Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Pleasure is all ours. I believe your face may be carved in stones right in front of our doors, wouldn't it?
It is the same person, yes.
You can see his face slightly lighten up. Well, yes, I guess. Welcome. Zovril, you said. We're glad to having you here. And we're happy to have you back, I guess.
We're actually here because we were hoping to get some help.
Oh, you've helped us before. I guess we can do our best.
It's someone that we know was wounded and died tragically. We're trying to find a way to bring them back. Are you able to do something like that?
I personally wish I could, but it is out of my abilities. Even if I wear the robes, my current occupation is temporary. So I'm sorry, but I could not help with that. It is slightly out of my possibilities.
Do you know of another priest within Thesos that would be able to and willing?
Um, he seems to be thinking. Yeah, I may have two cleric in mind that could potentially help you with that. You could ask Dorinthia. She's the priestess of Brenoff, I believe.
Arastelle will perk up at that, hearing Brenoff.
Even the known, she's very good. She has a very good mastery of all clerical arts, and she has a reputation of using it for good. It seems that she ain't, well, she's in the good graces of her god, I guess. You could also maybe ask, Karanos. He's, I don't remember what term they use, but he's a cleric of good north.
Could we have those names, please?
Certain. Type it down. Just
Oh man, we should probably avoid Gnorth.
Oh,
Feel like-
you're not going to make the same joke that I was just thinking.
Because it's a Karen.
Yeah.
Ye old
God.
Karen.
I was like, oh my god, this
The
is going
fantasy
to
Karen?
the Greek
Oh.
form of Karen. Do you want to change
Oh,
that
no.
name?
yeah. Give me a second. Look how easy it is to change that name.
Yeah,
There we go.
God, a fantasy Karen has to be the worst.
There you go. The name change. Karanos.
It's still the same thing.
Not Karanos. It's not Karen. It's the same thing. I know.
Heard bad
Also,
things about
it's a man.
Karens.
Yeah. Got
I don't
it.
think that
Okay,
matters.
give me a secon. I'll change the name. I'll find something else.
You could go with Coronos. It's like Coranos.
I could go with that.
Yeah. there you
Everybody
go.
loves Cora.
Give me a second. Oh, there you go. What does this mean? Right, there we go. Christos. This guy's
Sounds
name will
good.
change every day.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna erase a hole in my paper.
Yeah, right? I need to now get some whiteout.
That's why I
Tell
always
me
have a
once you're
pencil.
done, I'll change it again.
You're such a butt.
Grim, I remember your stinky score this morning. It's not that
Yeah.
wasn't that high.
Right?
Was it 18?
He's trying to increase it.
Yep. I'm not a victim of fate.
Christos? What happened to Coronos?
It's not Christos.
Is it going to be should I write down Christos?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's cleric and he's more of like a Christ figure.
All right. Where would we be able to find them? Where's their church is located?
The Church of Renoff is out of the walls. On the western side. The Church of Gunnar is close to the eastern gate. You can't miss it. It has an ever-burning flame at its top. As for the Renter's Church, I've been there once or twice, and it is very modest. If you go out of the wall, just ask around. She's more of a outdoor kind of person.
That makes sense to me.
Absolutely.
Is everything going okay here ever since the incident?
Things are better.
How are the people?
Recovery is a journey. For some, it's faster than others.
Okay.
I assume you are not from Thesos, correct?
No, I'm originally from Grove, but I've been living in Coronthir for some time now.
Since your victory, we've had a lot of people come forward with issues. People that were probably under the influence of whatever happened here. People that were being slowly, that felt like they were slowly being sapped. Things are better, but you know how it is.
There's still
Recovery is always a challenge, especially for mental related problems.
we noticed that people were feeling sick. Are elves still feeling that way here, or is it
Yeah,
just
that's one of the things that solved itself quite fast.
Okay. Good.
Most physical issues were mended, so that is good.
Okay. So
As for the church, we sure did take a hit, but we'll get back on our feet.
is there anything that I can do to help?
We believe that you've done enough already.
If there's anything that you should need here, please don't hesitate to reach out. They've helped me tremendously several times now.
We'll keep this in mind. Are you staying in Thesos for long? Or are you just passing through?
Maybe for a couple of days. If we can find a cleric, the person that we're trying to help is in Melika, so we'll have to travel there.
if there's anything, we'll try to see it up with you. As of now, I believe we should be fine.
Thank you.
And as I said, you've done plenty enough for us.
Thank you.
Does he seem like when he's saying stuff like that, is he talking to both of us, or is he still just
He's
like...
talking to both of you, yeah.
Okay, so he's accepted that she also helped. Okay.
I was actually wondering. According to the witness of the events, your group was... He looks at Zovril for this. Your group's had many people in it. Is there any specific reason why the statue only has a handful?
I have been wondering that myself.
I had heard that it was a financial issue, that the city couldn't afford having a statue of all of those that assisted.
The city?
I'm not sure if it's true.
There's our belief that half of the statue was paid by the church as sort of payment. We were slightly blamed for this, so we had to offer reparation. Well, maybe it's just some delays, but yeah, it is saddening to see that the state of things.
She would, okay, she'll stop herself from saying, if she was about to say that I don't need a statue, and then remember that Nephele is, like, chastising her about it, so...
I know that we all don't do it for statues, but it definitely seems a little unfair for people that risk their lives just as much to not.
Exactly, yes, that will be our point. We'll investigate. We'll look into this. We're curious about why. We believe that all of the Heroes of Thesos should be known and acclaimed equally.
I mean,
So
like
maybe we'll be the one helping you after all.
we appreciate all the help that you've given us today already.
We still have to please. We do our best. And if you don't mind, you can see that there are people that seems to be waiting to speak with him also.
Okay.
We wish you the best of the day, and hope that someone can help you with your friend.
Thank you.
He smiles, slightly bow, and leave the both of you.
I think that we'll probably be on our way out of the church. Before heading out, though, Arastelle would look like have a final glance at the statue with a bit of a knowing nod, and yeah, head out of the church. When going outside, she'll ask to Zovril, should we go to North first or Renoff? I think North might be closer here, but I'm not sure entirely.
I know North is closer, but I couldn't help but feel like you were a little excited at the prospect of heading to a Church of Renoff.
That did pique my interest, it's true.
And we'll say, I think I owe you one from the last time we were at the Church of Edgar. On our way out was not exactly kind. So we can go to Grenoff if that's your choice. We can always go back to North. This magic isn't exactly time sensitive. I know we want to get it done quickly, but
Time sensitive.
I got dad jokes. They're just flowing out of me now.
Right. Okay. Then let's make our way over there. And we'll walk over to the west side.
Is that
What?
the direction that we come in from Silk Meadow?
Yes.
Okay, so I assume if we asked, we probably wouldn't know, but any inkling of where it would be in that direction?
Well, like most cities, parts of it that are not walled. So it's like the outside of the walled area. Thesos is quite big. There's this very big wall going like west of it. That's west of it. That's just going north to south, kind of blocking the main entryway between Thesos and Turo, Silkmeadow and Turo. There are inner walls on the other side, obviously, and there's a large chunk of the city that's out of it. So yeah, you would probably be able to just figure things out as you go and ask people around.
Okay. We'll do just that.
Good. So you head west. It's slowly starting to get dark. Evening is falling.
Are we gonna be late to the soiree then?
Oh no, obviously no. Soiree is whenever I want it to be.
We still need to get clothes for Zovril.
She never said she would find a soiree for tonight, but yeah, you may be late to going back to her to speak with her. So yeah, you go out. Can you roll me just investigation, just to make this simple?
Four.
11.
Very investigative of you. 11. You go west. You get out of the walled part of the city. You wander around the let's call it the 15th district, which is the outside of town.
Okay.
Remember, Thesos is just district numbers.
Mm-hmm.
You get some directions, and you eventually find your way pretty much at the edge of town, where most of the farmlands and the most villagey type of area starts. You are pointed toward this. They call this a church as they point toward this place, but as you get there, you see this sort of treehouse into this very old oak tree.
Mm-hmm.
There are staircases that goes up into this treehouse. It doesn't look like your children's treehouse. It looks like it was well built. It looks like a house. And
It's very
between
similar.
the road,
It sounds similar to the church that was in that one city in the Grove that it was actually a runoff.
Yeah.
As well.
It has this sort of grove feeling.
Yeah.
That you're acquainted with.
The building was also in a tree, I want to say. So yeah, makes sense.
And between this tree that's not close to the road, it's maybe like 40, 50 feet away from the road. Between you and the road is what people call the church. It's outdoor. There's a lot of like benches there. There's a lot of plants all around. There's small animals, birds, a lot of birds actually. There's these sort of bird fountain where they can go and drink. There's gardens, but actual like gardens for vegetables, not just flowers, and it's actual vegetables and fruits that grow there. You can roll knowledge nature.
Sure. Ow, rolling terribly. I got an 8.
11.
All right. So yeah, mostly things you can consume, food. Uh, there are different sources of light. Most of them lamps. And yeah, it's very. It kind of looks like this. You know when your friends have wedding outside and there's a bunch of plants and flowers and things. Kind of looks like that a little.
Okay, yeah.
It's very nature kind of place. Uh,
Rustic.
yeah, it's getting late, so there's like nobody there right now. It looks it's starting to get dark. The sun is very low.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you. It does feel like a church, but it's very unique in terms of church. Especially since it's pretty much rain season soon, so it's probably not the best the best like kind of church.
Yeah. Coming into the space, I think that Arastelle would do like the hand gestures as a prayer to Runov. And then she would try to find someone, I guess, that would have similar garments to the one priestess that she would be familiar with in the grove.
Sure. You start looking around the place. It's very open. I mean, there's no rooms per se, so you don't see anyone at first glance. But you can see that in this very big oak that's on the other side of the church is a door, and there's light there. It's like a wooden door, and there's like small windows. You can see there's light coming in from this door, from the windows. But you don't see anyone outside per se. No priest, no nothing.
Should we try to see if anyone's inside?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go up to the treehouse.
Get to the treehouse. You can hear sound coming from inside. You can. It kind of smells good, actually. It smells like someone's baking, probably cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Twig and Berry Inn.
Not as good.
Not as good.
Not as good as the Twig and Berries.
Yeah. Oh man, that Twig and Berries Inn was amazing. We should go back.
Do
That's
you
next
knock?
session.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would knock on the door.
Okay. You can hear a voice from inside saying, "I'll be right there." Yeah, the door opens. Takes maybe 10 seconds. You see this woman, maybe 50-something-year-old. She's got blonde hair, clearly starting to be more white than blonde. She's kind of tall, 6 foot something. I don't know how tall both of your characters are, but maybe she's like towering a little over you if you're small. She's got these green, olive green garments. It's pretty much the same color as in the Grove. They're slightly different. They have this sort of Thesos Greek style to them, but they share the same colors.
Mm-hmm.
She will look at both of you. Well, I haven't seen your faces before. And who might you be? Visitors?
Yes. My name is Arastelle, and this is Zovril. We were recommended to come to you by High Cleric Okelos?
Kalos? Oh, what a sweet young man he is. Little weird with the Edgar wheat thing, but he's a sweet boy, and he do bake some good cookies. I can tell you that. And come in, come in. Um,
Oh,
it's
okay.
it's not good to let people stay on their porch. So
Well, thank
just
you.
make sure to remove your shoes. They're probably a little muddy.
Okay. And yeah,
She invites you in her place. Yeah, she's actually cooking right now.
I'll take off my shoes then.
Mm-hmm.
And what may I call you, the both of you?
Arastelle. And
Arastelle and
Zovril.
Zovril. Very beautiful names. Should go back to like her cooking stations. She looks like she's making a sort of broth.
um,
Have you eaten yet?
no, no, we
Well,
haven't.
you have time to stay. I had a hunch that I would have visitors today, so I made more than usual.
Um,
I mean, we don't have anywhere to be, right?
yeah, sure, thank you.
Marvelous. Well, just take a seat then.
That's
And
very
what
kind of you.
brings you here? I'm pretty sure Archelos did not tell you to join me for just to, I don't know, just to meet me, just
We
for fun.
we have it's tough to explain, but someone we know um was in an awful accident while fending for their life, and um they were injured beyond repair, but we're hoping to bring them back to life.
That is one sad story.
Yes. And we're hoping that maybe you had the ability to do it and you would be maybe willing to help us.
She will bring two bowl with broth in it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do sure have these abilities, unless this is not the best broth in town. That's sure.
I'll take a
Careful, it's hot.
yeah,
And she will give you both a spoon.
I'll take a spoonful and compliment how tasty it is.
It is actually very good. It it do taste fresh. It feels like all the veggies that you can. It's mostly vegetables, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's no meat in there. Uh, that would be a soup then, would it be? Anyway.
You can have a
Uh,
stew, without meat.
um, it feels like all of the veggies,
Mm-hmm.
like you can all taste them, and they all taste the best they could ever. Like
It
it, it is good.
it reminds me of home.
It is
Home.
delicious.
That little boy. That's the thing that I hear. And whatever is going on at home, I'm pretty sure whoever cooks is a good cook and a good person. So you're looking for someone to bring back a friend to life. Is that it?
Yes, I know that it's a lot to ask, but it's kind of important.
Hmm. I would assume so. And she will take a seat with the ball herself. She will look at the both of you. I sure have no problem bringing people to life. This is part of my abilities, and this is part of what Vrunov has gifted me. But you know that there are components that are part of this. Correct. I do not want to say that you do not look the part for the price of these components, but they're very pricey, which means that I prefer making sure before we go forward with this that you understand that it's not free.
I'm familiar, yes, How much would it cost, though?
From my understanding, it costs about a diamond that is by itself worth 1,000 gold. I've never been really clear about this. I assume it is by Thesos to the standard gold. I assume it differentiates if you're in Thesos or if you're on the Isles. I couldn't say. But it needs to be appraised by a local appraiser for 1,000 gold minimum. I would assume you do not happen to have this on you, correct? You see she looks slightly uneased as she talks with you.
I'll look to Zovril. I don't have anything like that.
I also don't quite, pull out the 4 diamonds. I know this isn't quite it, but I mean,
unless we can glue them together, I'm not sure it's gonna work.
Oh, I thought that you
mending.
could use.
This one specifically says that it has to be a diamond.
Oh, really?
Not like $300 worth of diamond.
Wow, that's crazy.
I mean, we have the means to get that, I suppose, if you know the place to get a diamond of the sort.
Personally, I do not. But here in Tesos, dear, I mean, there's plenty of rich folks around that probably have access to this and will be willing to sell. Maybe in a soiree.
Yes. I think me and Zovril are thinking the exact same thing right now.
Like, there's no way this is happening. There's no way this is happening.
Yeah.
This is...
Poppy
Also,
is going to owe me something after this.
There's also a second small problem.
What's that?
Resurrection magic it's all iffy. Usually what happens is that... Are you people of the cloth, perchance?
I am. Mostly.
Mostly. You are, you're not, darling.
It's complicated, but yes. Yes.
Good. Well, the gods they're a little prickly. They do give a lot. We do take a lot. But they often ask back a lot. Resurrection magic is not something that is to be toyed with.
What are you saying?
I would not mind helping you with that. But I would like you to maybe... She kind of looks at mostly what you're... mostly Zovril's weapon. Maybe you can help the church with something. And the church would gladly help you back. And we make sure that whatever happened, no god's fury will hit any of us.
Arastelle is getting flashbacks to Edgar's warning back in Panzari. How can we help you?
Well, do you happen that we have a slight issue right now with unruly beast, I believe. Maybe you could look into it, deal with that. That will make the local farmers happy.
Sure, yeah. Where?
Southwest of here, in the bog. there's a bunch of there are many farmers that have been complaining recently about, well, their some of their animals being eaten. They've witnessed large deer-like creatures.
Would we recognize what those could possibly be?
I can roll nature.
I'm rolling like crap right now. I think I got an 11 again.
I got a laugh, so I think my dice laughed at me.
Um, you have, I mean, the only, deers exist. That servants exist that are deers with like flowers in their antlers. But none of them are hostile in any way. Um, but yeah, we've had uh, this creature, this thing, trampling the field, eating animals. I've I've talked with Vrinov, and from what, well, it's never really clear, but I know that this is not good. I know that this is a danger for our community and for, well, the crops and the fields. And I don't want to assume anything, but looking at you, it feels like you may be. She looks at Zovril mostly as I assume he has some type of armor and a hammer that's bigger than him.
Yes.
I would assume that maybe you are familiar with that line of work, or at least you've seen a fight before.
We've dabbled.
You did not recognize Zovril, by the way.
Did you meet
People,
the savior of Thesos? And then he runs
it's
away.
me.
Dare you? I was actually I don't think Arastelle would call you out like that. If Poppy was
No,
here, I'm pretty sure
Zovril
Poppy
100% would not. Because, like, you're not even on the statue, so, like, all he's gonna do is draw attention to himself, and
Yeah.
he is more than fine to not have it.
Um. Sure. We can. We'll take a look. Is there any sort of information that you can provide to us to be able to locate these beasts, or any suggestions?
The last member of our community who spoke to me about it is Melantros.
Okay.
He is a farmer south of town, very much at the rim of the city. He's one of the last farm there.
Okay. We'll go speak with him then. Thank you for being willing to help us.
No, thank you for complimenting me on my cooking.
I'd love to come visit again sometime.
My door's always open, even though it's closed, but
Figured.
feel free to knock. It's always nice to see new visitors, new faces, people, and well, it's always nice to see people who are from outside here. We don't have many visitors here in Thesos. Well, we do, but they're usually passing through, and they're not stopping the 15th district. So it's always sad. Always nice to have people who come and see us.
I'll make a point to stop by more often when I travel to Thesos.
Great to know, darling. And if you have any cooking recipes, make sure to bring them. I'll always be trying them out. Also, we're feeding the community every Sunday morning.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh shoot, I forgot. But I think Zovril used to be proficient in cook's utensils, but I think that was with the extra tool proficiency.
I
Okay.
believe we decided to keep these proficiencies, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
It doesn't make
well,
sense to just lose them after we
yeah,
already got the
like
proficiency.
we can explain
So
that like you had some proficiencies, mostly in knowledge, because you had access to libraries and things like that. But like, and that you don't have these access anymore, so it's kind of lost
okay, so
knowledge.
the skill proficiencies are gone, but stuff like the cook's
Yeah,
utensils are still
yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah, I mean, these are no big deal. Let's say it that way.
Okay, all right. No, I mean, it's basically like cosmetic, anyways.
Yes,
Or, but
pretty much.
um, yeah, he's just gonna kind of like think on his cookbook and how very limited it is, and decide against sharing any of those recipes. It's like salad, put lettuce
Salad.
and
You need
tomato
you
together.
need a recipe for salad. Ah, dang, I don't remember how to make a salad.
I
What
always
shall I
forget
do?
which one goes in first.
Ah, dang.
Uh,
I fucked it up.
Zovril's in played up mode where people just order lettuce.
I could
Put
see
the
him being one of
lettuce
those
on
people.
top.
He's one of those people that like has to like cook and or I know baking's a little bit more precise, but like has to like have the instructions and follow them like to the letter. No like pinch of salt, like needs an exact amount.
Mhm.
So like if it doesn't say what to do here, it won't get done.
Is it the right amount of pinch for your salt? Always a question. Oh, I assume you're finishing your gifted meal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before you leave and you put your shoes back on, she will hug the both of you,
Oh.
and yeah, she will tell you, "Well, I wish you the best. I hope you're gonna be all right. And again, my door is always open, so feel free to ask again.
Thank you.
Once Renop is happy, we'll make sure your friend gets back to us.
Thank you, ma'am.
No problem." Uh, she will smack the door as you leave. No, no.
I was just
Slams it
thinking,
shut.
wow, another nice NPC. How about that?
No. She just closes the door as you leave.
Whisper. Kind of wanted to be my grandma.
Did remind me of home a lot. I'd like to come back here.
I think I would too.
You leave the place.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much dark out.
Yeah, I don't know if we should go to the outskirts just yet. If it's dark, we should probably head back, right?
Yeah, we did tell Nephele, I believe, that we're gonna meet back with her sometime tonight. So,
Yeah.
oh,
So
shoot.
maybe we need to put this on hold until tomorrow.
So you're going back into town, back to
Yeah.
Nephele's place.
Yeah.
All right. Do you mind if we take maybe 5 minutes?
Not
Nope,
at
that sounds
all.
perfect.
I'll be honest. I was ready to have Nephele pull a tantrum if you were not going back to meet her.
Well, it's a good thing that you were about to make us go to the farmer, weren't you? Before I said something. Yeah.
It's up to you. You
No.
do what you want to do.
No, I know she would pull the tantrum. Anyhow, BRB.
I'll be
Yep.
back. So you go back to Nephele's place.
Yes.
Dragging our feet.
Yeah.
She's home, obviously. Not the first time you go there. You went there before when you were in Thesos.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a small Greek house, two-story high. She's got her own little inner courtyard kind of thing with some benches and fountains, and it's very beautiful. You go there, she's there. As you enter, she comes and greets you, and she goes, "I found just the right thing.
Yeah.
And she looks at Zovril.
Oh no.
So I went to my friend Cadmos in town. I did find something that he usually wear that would fit you perfectly. You have like the same frame. I think he's a little maybe taller than you, but I don't think there's gonna be it won't matter. And for you, I've got something also. I did go through all my robes, and I'm pretty sure I've got like 7 or 8 or 9 that would fit you perfectly. Well, we do have the same. Well, we do have the same colors, so if it fits me, will fit you. And I did find some a soiree that we could attend tomorrow,
Okay. And
so you better be ready.
yes.
Good. She kind of like talks. She kind of brings you into like the sort of living room as she speaks, and so I found a soiree. It's gonna be like a big one. There's gonna be a lot of like high-profile people that are coming in,
From
so
out
it's
of
gonna be the
town?
perfect place. Some of them will be. Others will be from Thesos itself.
Oh.
I believe it's some sort of like charity event or something.
A charity for what?
I think it's for Evanfell, but I'm not. Did not quite follow.
Okay.
Also, lucky for us, she will pick up some masks. It's Masquerade.
Oh. That's exactly
So I did find a
what
bunch of masks.
That's what you were hoping for, Zovril.
And pretend to be somebody else.
Everyone will pretend to be somebody else there, but that's the fun part. That's the thing. Sit down, sit down. She will kind of force Zovril to sit. I'm aware that meeting new people can be a little frightening, but what you must understand is that, like, it's frightening for everyone, even for me. Like, you meet new faces, you meet new people, you have to greet them. There's etiquette, and it's not always easy. You don't mesh well with everyone, but you got to do your best, give out your best smile, and the night will be done before you even blink. And maybe you'll meet people you can mesh with. Maybe you'll meet new friends, new allies. For you, I'm sure it'll all go well. And what you must understand is that while you will wear your mask, and she brings one of the masquerade masks as like these sort of purple feathers. It's very like intricate. Uh, everyone also will be wearing a mask. That's part of it. Everyone wears mask. The people you'll meet will not be the same people if you meet them in another setting, because while everyone wears their best smile and try to mesh well with others, and you do the same, well, it's the same masquerade for all of us. So you'll be fine and you'll adapt. I'm sure you will. And this mask will be perfect for you. And she kind of puts it on your face, kinda. Also, I hope you like purple, because that's what I got from my friend.
I don't know why. I just had a feeling it was all going to be purple. And I used to have a purple dice set.
Looks like you're gonna have to get a purple dice set now.
Yep.
Oh.
Gotta break the bank, buy some purple gemstones. Tell your kid now that there won't be any college.
Well,
I
Pa-
think,
Papa gotta buy new dice.
I think
And-
you look great with the mask, Zovril.
And you will also look great with a mask, and I hope you were listening. And she points at you, Arastelle.
Arastelle wasn't really listening, but she'll just nod her head like she was.
So these are clothes for you. And she points towards some purple, stylish kind of robes, mostly that feels very Greek in style. They're like a stuffed purple. It's more like lilac.
Mm-hmm.
Is it lilac? Yeah.
Lilac.
I think lilac. It's more like lilac than actual like blue purple. Like. And as for you, I've got like a bajillion robes to have you try. So let's go. And she will kind of like pick her and force you to another room.
Can't you just choose one? I'm sure it'll be fine.
No, the robe is very important for women.
Okay.
Also, if you want to meet people, it has to be your best. And obviously, we don't want purple.
I mean, of course. That would go terribly with our skin color.
There you go. She'll force you to another room to try some robes. Unless there's anything, I will just move forward.
Wait.
Wait, what kind of
No, do
robes
we
are?
gotta keep going?
What kind of robes are they, Grim? Come on. You're like, shit. I didn't want to do that.
I think I'm ready for this.
Yeah.
Damn.
You're the one who's making us go to a soiree. Come on, Grim.
Aye.
Fashion show.
Most of the robes she will show you are pretty much plain in a way. Most of them are in different shades of white. By this I mean like from white to creme, to cream. What's different with most of them is the accessories with them, which are usually belts and shawl, and sort of very long, we'll go with shawl or scarves that kind of go up and around your shoulder and down to your waist.
Yeah.
Oftentimes there's going to be like these long piece of garments that almost touch the ground. Most of the differences will be with these accessories that are of different colors. Some of them have these sort of like golden I have his trimmings, but I don't know, it's not the right word. Sewing trim will work. Detailing on them that seem to have been sewed in.
Embroidery, I think.
Embroidery, yeah, embroidery. A lot of different, as I said, mostly accessories.
Okay. I'm really surprised that you
it's easy to mix some of them, but obviously some goes better with different shades of white. Some of the robes are a little more full than other. Some show more skin than other. She said there's like 8 or 9, but she's got a full wardrobe.
Oh my god. I mean, 8 or 9 is kind of full wardrobe in my opinion, but...
She has a very big house. Her wardrobe is a walk-in at this point. Like, it's clearly a walk-in closet.
Yeah, of course. That's Nephele.
Some of the robes she has are plain colors. But all of them are more light, and again, she has no purple or anything that would look like purple.
What's
blue,
funny
pink,
is,
purple.
Doesn't Nephele have a purple dress in her profile or in her picture, which is so funny
I don't think so. I hope not.
I think it is.
Now that you say this, I hope you are wrong. Give me a second.
Honestly, what's funny is when she was saying, you know that we can't wear purple, I was like, oh damn, they just left me with this bad color that they said you can't wear.
No, because you have different skin color.
Yeah, no, it made sense after it was explained, but I could just imagine Zelda being like...
She has a light pink robe on her in the token.
No, I don't know, Chief. I just posted the picture.
Oh, on the other top of it. You have the full one. I can't even find it on my computer and you have it?
I mean, you usually go to me when you need something.
Like, how the hell? I guess I'll save that. There we go. Could be useful.
You're welcome. Can I get inspiration?
Yes.
Yay!
On the other top of it, so it felt more pink than purple, but yeah, it's Let's mix it
It's
both, I guess.
purple. Yeah. It's okay.
Anyway, obviously she probably has one or two that are more pink or
This is
lighter
clearly,
shades of purple.
yeah, this is clearly like a dream world, so it's not something in real life.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
You're all stuck in one of Poppy's nightmare sick
Yeah.
nightmare. All of this is not happening. Poppy will wake up and she'll be very, very like, what the hell's going on? Very confused. Uh, yeah, she has plenty of ropes. And most of the evening will be her kind of forcing you to try some until you're tired, probably.
I'm honestly shocked that you did as well as you did. I was expecting you to fumble a lot more on it going through that. Good job, Grim.
Doing my best.
Yeah. GG's.
Well,
You thought I could
Yeah.
do this?
Yeah, I kind of did.
Damn. I'm the king of improv. No, I'm not at all.
You're pretty impressive. Yeah, okay, so once again, Arastelle will just muse Nephele because this is what Nephele wants, even though Arastelle is feeling really uncomfortable about all this.
It would be like that. Also take note that whenever you try a new robe, she has you like twirl around and she will pretty much give you a small story of when she wore that or like people she met or things she did. Yeah. You'll know more about her life than you did before.
Do you have that kind of information on you, or no?
No, obviously not. I would need to improvise everything from the go now. But
I feel like this would be a perfect opportunity to get to know Nephele more.
oh, sure. She can tell you things like she wore this when she met Amphion, which was one of her first serious thing she had, or that she wore this one at one of Diocles's party, which was Diocles was one of like the big shot of the city in terms of parties and soiree. She was younger back then, about like maybe like 19-year-old. She was still new in the business. She was trying to make her name for herself, and she was lucky enough to get an invite to one of these party. Darkness was known for being like one of the. He was a tall, like 6'8", kind of Zeus-like looking man. He was one of the old mayor of the city, kind of known in the region mostly because he did a lot of good deeds, which gave him fame, which also make it so that Thesos was not in a good shape, good state about like 10 years ago. Mostly because this guy was not meant to lead. He was meant to uh, help people and fight off bears, essentially. Uh, but this made good parties on the other hand. Eventually, he got moved aside, and real leadership took hold of Thesos. Do you want more or
And who was the one who gifted you a statue?
a statue?
Yeah, you said that you got a statue shipped from Crumlet.
I've got plenty of statues as gifts. There were
Wait,
plenty of
of
men
yourself?
who, yeah,
Oh my goodness.
like I've got them in the attic because it's fun for a while, but when you have visitors, it feels kinda like if all you have are statues of yourself,
It seems a little narcissistic, yeah.
it yeah, just a little. But yeah, I've got like 10 of them in my attic right now. I've got one from a guy named Grillios. He had made a statue himself out of mud, and he used magic to like harden it,
Mm-hmm.
and it surprisingly enough, it's probably one of the best. Like this guy had some raw talent, and I can tell right now he had some raw talent all the way. But I
Oh.
think he moved back. Uh, Yeah, he moved back to Caronthir last time I heard of him. Maybe it's the best for him because he always had some troubles in Thesos, but
Have you seen him since you've been in Kronthir?
I had not the chance. I didn't partake in a lot of things in Caronthir, mostly because it felt dangerous. Like I felt safe, but at the same time,
Yeah. Okay.
you know that she didn't like if she was out of the guild house, it was mostly with you.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Maybe if you want to go visit him and see how he's doing, we could take a trip to visit.
no, absolutely not.
Okay.
We had our time, we had our story. I guess it's better if we just leave all of this behind. He was a good man, but he had his issues. So prefer not. Maybe it's best if he stays in my path.
Okay. That's basically what I was trying to ask after. That makes a lot of sense.
And what about this one? And she will bring another rope.
That one looks great.
Are you sure? I don't think it fits your profile that well. We'll find something else.
Oh,
By the way, I
okay.
could go on all night if you want.
How old is Nephele?
I think she's close to Aristelle's age, like
That's
23.
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
I don't know.
is that?
I never when I never really thought about ages for most
I was just
characters.
the way that she was talking made
Even
it seem
players.
like
I have no
like-
idea how old your characters are. I assume they're 20s.
Yeah.
Fair.
I just assume that because Nephele is a current born and she like looks stunning that she gets the attraction of all these guys. Even if
oh
she's
yeah,
super
no,
young.
it's just funny, like, because obviously at 23, you being 3 or 4 years younger than her is like a significant gap at that point in
That's
time.
true
So like,
too, yeah.
but she's like talking to you as if she's got like all of this extra experience. So I was just curious. Like I was like, I thought she was closer to our age, but maybe
Yeah.
not.
No.
Yeah, she would be about Zovril's age then, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she's in her mid to late 20s. I would
Oh,
assume.
okay, so a little bit older. Yeah.
Never really thought about it truly.
Oh, I was like, yeah,
But I would
just
assume
curious.
maybe 27, 28.
Makes sense.
Around this age, yeah. As I said, I don't know how old your characters are, so.
Zovril's 22.
I think
Although,
you're
I
a
guess-
year older. I think that you're probably 23 at this point, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Yeah, 23 at this point. Yeah.
I'd
So
be
like 22, 23.
Yeah.
I mean, a 4-year age gap is not that big of a gap.
At that
No.
age, I think it is, but yeah.
I think it is for those types of stories where you're like at between 22 and 27. There's a lot of life experience.
Yeah.
But it's not like the age gap isn't like crazy for
Yeah.
like being friends or anything. It's just like she would have all those extra stories to impart some wisdom on us type thing, or
Yeah.
Arastelle specifically. I assume I'm not there while you're trying
No.
different robes. So
Yes, you would not be there.
Do you want to be? I don't know. Do you want to be this friend? Are you that friend?
I don't think so.
You don't think you're that friend?
Arastelle would
All
not
right.
want Zovril there.
I mean, you could have obviously gone into like a different room or something.
Yeah,
but
I
just
said
assumed
she
that.
was bringing Arastelle in the room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I know you're not that friend.
I mean, what I meant was like Arastelle could have gone like into like a bathroom or something to change and then come back out, but I don't think she would have wanted Zovril there anyways for even
No,
that.
this is so uncomfortable for her.
You've got
It'd be
the
uncomfortable for
you've
Zovril,
got the
too.
whole rest of the house to go find a place and try your purple suit.
Yeah, I just imagine this whole time Zovril's like holding it up and like looking at it in a mirror and like
This is my life now.
eventually puts it on and just like trying to work with it, but
Good. And yeah, it's more like robes than a suit, obviously. Again, very Greek in style. So mostly, but it's purple. Yeah.
So are these like toga-esque? Like I'm just
Um,
curious, or if
yeah.
they're like more like a mage cloak where they're like not like in style, but like longer, bigger.
Uh, they would be in yeah, toga-esque will be the word, I guess, or
Okay,
let me check. Like this style, like
fair.
again, robes,
Okay,
accessories, layers, these kind of robes.
okay.
But they do look quite rich. Again, a lot of these sort of golden embroideries. They kind of look like vines with flowers, and they follow like all the end of the what's this called?
Trim?
No, the thing I don't have on my arm, like
Sleeve?
sleeve. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, what the hell is this called?
Yeah, sleeve.
Like the end of the sleeves, the end of the robes. Yeah, pretty much. And if you do try it, it does fit you. If you had
Huzzah!
an eye for it.
Great.
It's almost like you were born for it.
What's the opposite of mending?
Using
Fireball?
scissors. Fireball.
God, I literally don't have anything like that. What am I supposed to do? Spiritual weapon? Like
So freaking funny.
vampiric touch? I don't think that does anything.
I will vampiric touch the fabric. It's not it's not very effective. Good. So yeah, you most of the night is you learning a little more about Nephele as she have you try robes.
Yeah.
I will let you figure out what the robe looks like if you want.
Sure.
I'm not gonna force the purple one on you.
No, I'll just choose. I feel like just one of like something like what I've been drawing would make sense, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So, a white gown with gold jewelry.
Good. Also, I'll retcon something real quick, just to give us some time and for continuity. Let's say it's in 2 days. The soiree you're
Okay.
invited to.
2 days. That's fine.
This will, because obviously it's not gonna be tonight,
Yeah.
tonight's game. But this will let us maybe have Poppy, if we're
Oh,
doing
okay.
this,
So you're thinking
and
about.
make sense in a way that Poppy could be there
Yeah, got it.
if Kubu want to play. For sure.
Okay, sure.
That's pretty much the only reason,
Sure.
just for term of continuity. Is there anything you want to do during this evening, other than that?
How big is Nephele's house?
It's a two-story house that's kind of big. It looks very like ancient Greek,
Not as big as
rich
Kubu's
house.
house.
It's a
Not as
manor.
big as Kubu's house. Yeah, Kubu
Okay.
has a labyrinth as its house, or else you can easily just figure things out.
It's
But
like a
Oh, okay.
grim size house.
yeah,
Oh, okay. So wandering would be a little bit more like snooping in a house like that size. Can't really explore a house if it's like if it's not too big, then it feels like you're snooping in somebody's stuff.
She has a garden.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's like an
Then
L-shaped house, but her lot is square-shaped,
okay.
and the sort of open area is closed by a small wall, and there's like benches, flowers, fountain there.
Sure.
On the first floor, you'll find a sort of living room, sort of not dining room, but like a kitchen. And
Mhm.
you also find a literal bathroom, but like like these sort of Greek open bath with water always running through.
Mhm.
Like she has that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Second floor
Yeah.
is mostly her room and other rooms for if she invite people, like bedrooms. So there's plenty of space for single 20-something women.
And Zovril?
Well,
Huh?
you don't live there, is the thing.
Oh, okay. I was like, is he just kicked out?
No, no.
No, I
The
mean that
space is plenty of room
that's a lot of
for
space for
one
a
person.
single
Okay.
person. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Zovril will just hang out in the garden then, just playing like mindlessly with Druidcraft while he's zoning out, thinking about stuffs.
And Arastelle, anything else, or you just?
She'd probably be exhausted after having to try on a dozen dresses.
Probably.
So, yeah, I think she'd be set. But she would want to make a plan with Zovril, and actually, she would mention to Nephele because she thinks that it would be a good experience to Nephele about like going to the outskirts tomorrow to inquire on those creatures that have been causing issues for the farmers.
All right. Yeah. If you ask her to join in, she will say yes.
Yeah, I think that it would... I'll just say, I do think that it would be another good experience for you, and it shouldn't be too complicated. Hopefully.
So we're just gonna go like in the woods, or?
There's a farmer that we were recommended to go to, and the creatures could potentially be in the woods, but we need more information. We're going to talk to him.
All right. I guess I'll make sure I'm ready and good to go early in the morning.
Well, not too early, but yeah.
All right. Not too early. It is.
Great.
Also, maybe the golden corset would fit better. You should try it.
Okay.
Tell me
sure.
more tomorrow.
All right.
Good night. And she will leave. Oh, and if there's anything, well, my room's at the end, so just come and knock.
Good night, Nephele.
Good night, Arastelle. She'll leave. You'll hear Zovril. I assume you're still brooding alone, so you'll hear.
I like that I said I was just sitting in a garden. We immediately see one brooding.
He
Even though it's accurate.
immediately goes to brooding. That is
Yeah,
so
he's just
funny.
brooding.
Oh my god, what's I think
He's
it
on the
was-
rooftop looking at the city.
Yeah. Oh
What
my
was it that
God.
Oh yeah. I was telling. I shared this with Lucky already, but I recreated Zovril in D&D Beyond, and it like gives you the like personality traits that it recommends for being Witherbloom, and it's everything in the world dies eventually. The question is, what will you do with the time you have left? Don't interrupt me. I'm brooding. And I was like, well, that's not how I set out to do it initially, but that is
I
exactly
guess
what he is
it
now.
is what it is now.
Yeah.
Like if the shoe fits, and nothing's ever fit better than that. So
Good. So I assume once you're done brooding, you would be also going to bed.
yes.
All right.
Once you're done brooding.
He's like on a timer on this. I've got 15 minutes to spare.
That is so funny.
What shall I do?
Oh my god. You're literally just sitting outside enjoying the night air, and Grim says once you're done brooding.
I feel very called out, but also seen.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh my god. it's
Funny
so
thing is that
funny.
I know what brooding is. I know what it is in English. I understand the concept.
Uh-huh.
I cannot tell you what it is in French. I have no idea what
Oh,
the
that's
word
really
is.
interesting.
No.
It's not a concept. I just looked it up. The French word would be ruminer.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, nobody does that.
Yeah.
Nobody's like, it's not a thing.
Yeah.
It is,
okay.
but I mean,
Yeah, it's really funny.
a brooding.
That's so freaking funny. Anyhow.
So, I assume we can go to the next day.
Mm-hmm.
You're not leaving early, but yeah.
8 a.m.
8 a.m. By the sound of the rooster, you'll wake up.
Sure. That's like 6 a.m., but that's fine.
I think Zovril would be up early to brood.
If you need me, I'll be on the roof. I'll be in my office.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Find him on one of the bench outside. It's raining. He's still there.
Just
Does
sitting in
not
the rain.
move. Yeah,
There's
just
just a
sitting in the
cloud
rain.
over him. Everywhere else is sunny.
I was actually
Yeah.
thinking, funnily enough, that I imagined that
He's like that.
since
Mhm.
he's yeah, since he's had a while of, I know he's still super cursed now, but he hasn't been actively ill for a while. That he's probably like enjoying like being out and doing stuff without being sick every few days. So he might actually be brooding still, but he's gonna get up and make the most out of it. He's the happiest brooder there is, but he's still brooding.
Brooding with a smile.
He might go make a salad out of his recipe book.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I don't
what
know
a
how much
beautiful
time we had.
day.
I figured he woke up at 6, and if you're leaving by 8, he might not have time.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Make a salad. So, evening comes. Not evenings. Morning comes.
Mhm.
I assume you prepare. You pack up so you can leave and try to get this done by the day.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you all take your leave. Follow Nephele with you. You get out of town. Is there anywhere you want to go beside going there?
I'm good.
Good. So you go out of town. You head south. I believe the name of the farmer was Melanthos, right?
I have Melandros.
Melandros.
Yeah. I
Okay.
know.
That was close. Let's go with Melandros.
You didn't actually write it down, so that's what I heard.
Also, Zavril's turning over a new leaf, and he's gonna cast Aid on the 3 of us.
Oh, good.
It's like almost healing.
It's not, but it means that I don't have to heal later, so...
What does it do again?
It gives us, I believe it's just 5
5.
HP, but it increases your max HP by 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not temporary HP, which is nice.
Yeah.
And it lasts 8 hours, so I guess I would probably do it like later into our journey, so it's not wasted. But
Grim allows the 8-hour spells to last for the full day.
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, these kind of buff, I don't want to have to track like the whole day and things like that.
Yeah,
Like, oh no, it's been 9 hours. Like, it makes no sense. It's just.
It's just like, yeah, a work day.
I think it is the same thing with, I think it was Philibert that has something you can use every hour or something like that. And he always added up, so like at this point,
I
that
think
just
it
stays
was,
up.
yeah, the telepathy thing.
Yeah. At this
Um,
point, it's just up. I don't mind.
When Arastelle sees Zovril doing that, she would probably bring up because it reminded her of it.
ask if he's okay.
No. Why do you think that she would ask that?
I'm just kidding, because he's healing.
When we were attacked by those elementals a couple days ago, I just had the urge to try and manipulate the magical currents to aid people, and I was able to almost ward them from attacks. I actually was also able to resurrect Poppy when she wasn't coming back to life. I've never been able to do this before, but I just thought because of Emble's gift, maybe I could try new things, and it seemed to have worked.
I truly don't think I've ever heard of anybody that's not a, you know, devout follower um, of any of the deities being able to heal. But, I mean, that sounds very, very hopeful.
Yeah. It was surprising even to me that it ended up working. But something new.
Yeah, no, I mean, that sounds great. As long as it wasn't like extra taxing on you or anything, it just was like normal interactions with the currents.
Yeah, it just kind of felt right.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'd definitely be handy to have more helping hands,
Yeah.
but you know, I'm curious what else you might be able to do.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll keep trying though.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you can really push the limits of what sort of magic, I guess, does it feel, I don't know, learned might not be the right word, but I mean, something, there's got to be some plans for you somewhere. I don't know if it's the gods or you've always had more of a connection to the currents. Maybe both.
I hope it's the latter of the two.
I have to agree with you there.
Yeah.
You should keep, like, well, I guess probably what you do in your book is now. I was gonna say you should keep a log of all of the new capabilities that you've been finding. At the very least, could be very educational someday. I mean, even now, but
I do sort of worried about grabbing the wrong attention. Oh,
yeah,
I forget the guy's name, but the one Kenku, the Panzari Kenku. He he had warned us that Pashiri would do anything for power, and God, I worry that he would try and do something wild like the League was doing in order to be able to control something like this. I don't really want many people to know.
of course. Yeah, I definitely don't blame you there. I mean, you know, secret safe here. Yeah, I don't know. Fortunate having to worry about people like that, but
Yeah.
you're probably right. I guess. I mean, I feel like you use your judgment well, though. It's not like you need to go showing it off unless it's necessary.
I agree.
And I guess depending on how much people are paying attention, if there is an event that we have to use it in a more public venue, we could try to pass it off like I've done it,
You do
technically
that?
within my capabilities. Why not?
That'd be really amazing of you. Thank you.
It's a lot easier to pretend to have done it than to have to rescue you or Nephele again.
Thank you, Sakura.
Yeah, of course. Happy to help in whatever little ways I can. I feel like the least I could do there.
You're such a hero.
Ha.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
You're not sorry. Oh, it's fine. And it's just gonna take forever to get used to. Maybe not even then.
Hmm.
You eventually arrive on the southern part of the 15th district, pretty much at the edge of town. If you look northwest, you can see the walls in the city and like the towers of the city, but they're quite far. You've walked like almost an hour to get down there. At this point, it's more like small hamlets and like houses and farms here and there, uh, than an actual village and town. Very much at the outskirts of Thesos. By asking around, you're able to find Menendros' farm. Yeah, it's literally at the outskirts of, like, once its fields are, once at the end of its fields, it's pretty much the woods at this point. There's nobody after that. As you get there, there's plenty of people. They're working. Winter has gone. It's spring already. They're starting to work again in their fields, making sure everything's right and it never ends. So a bunch of people there helping out, communities helping out, and yeah, there's people working. You're welcomed by kids as you approach. Not used to having visitors, so like they're playing together, and like one of them kind of comes to you and just tap Zovril on the leg and say, "You're it," and starts running away.
Gotta be faster than a kid, right? How old is this kid?
About 8.
Oh, okay.
You
Cast
catch
aced.
Shillelagh and run after him.
Shillelagh aced.
Thorn Whip.
Oh yeah, Thorn Whip. There you go.
I actually don't have Thorn Whip anymore.
Oh, okay.
But
I guess the kids are giggling, and yeah, they're playing tag. There's women's mothers probably about that are washing clothes, and they're looking at what's going on, but they're not very they don't look stressed or anything.
fair. I am gonna chase after the kid, but I'm going to just real quick cast thaumaturgy. So there's like a quick noise, like a loud like crack of like sticks or something, just off to the kid's left, and I'll try to catch him on the right while he's distracted. I don't play
Sure.
fair.
That's really fun.
You don't play fair. They're kids, man.
I think that the kid
I'm
would
competitive.
actually really like that.
I guess you could just roll me athletics.
God. Actually, we're gonna switch to this dice.
I should switch dice too. I have
That's a dirty 20.
nice.
good call.
Best roll of the night.
Yeah, to a
Athletics
kid.
to catch some kids.
Yeah, this is great.
Well, the real rolls are what I excel in.
Yes. Yeah, you can see Zovril cast a spell and start running toward the kids. He's gonna play tag with them. Arastelle, what do you do meanwhile?
I would go up to one of the women that you had mentioned and ask after Farmer Melandros.
Alright. Yeah, she will she'll point you toward one of the men in the field. Looks like an older man. He seems to not be working as hard as the others, but he's partaking.
Okay. Excuse me, sir.
You'll approach this man in the field. As you approach, he will obviously go toward you, as you are an outsider in this field.
Mm-hmm.
How can I help?
You're Melandros, right?
Sure am. And who might you be?
I was sent by Priestess Dorinthia. She asked for help dealing with the beasts that have been attacking the farms. I was hoping that maybe you could provide some information so that we could maybe deal with the issue.
Oh, she sent you to deal with the moose, right?
Moose?
Oh, the big deer.
Right.
Antlers.
Yes. Yeah.
He looks around. He sees Zovril. I assume Nephele is with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's the three of you. It do be a very big moose, though.
How big?
About yeah, this big.
Comparing it to some of the creatures that Arastelle has fought before, has she fought things like that size before? I want to say yes, but I just want to get a
Hey, I
comparison.
mean, you've fought things of different sizes, but hey, he'll go like a fisherman and just like extend his arms,
Yeah.
like
This wide
yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah, about this tall, very wide, kind of destroyed. There's a bunch of tracks there. I mean, he went in and he ate some of our sheeps more than once. I was able to see it by my very eyes. It's probably like 8 feet tall. I can see it in the night because one of his eyes seems to be glowing all the time. It's very frightening.
And this is a moose?
But they do look like a moose. I mean, it's four-legged beasts with antlers on top. I'm very surprised because I thought moose were not eating sheep, but man,
That's what I thought.
did he butcher them.
Okay. Which way did it go last you saw it?
Last time I saw it, it went back into the wood about there.
Okay.
And he would point in their direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about way there. He went back into the wood. Pretty sure all the time we've seen it, it was always in this kind of direction. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hey, Kellius. He will like ask another man in the field, where do you think the bees kind of ran away from? And you see the other guy just point in a similar direction, be like, it's about this direction. And they'll start talking about how tall the thing is, like screaming at each other, maybe like 60 feet away.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We'll go check it out. Thank you for your time.
Hey, pleasure's all mine. But I must warn you, it did butcher my best. It did butcher my best Bethany, quite heavily. So I don't know. It seems like a dangerous beast. You should be very careful, darling, because hey, I tell you, this thing was not a moose. Does look like a moose, but pretty sure wasn't.
Okay.
Also, since when do moose have 3 eyes? Make no sense.
I have a third eye?
Yeah, the glowy one, like in the middle of his face.
Huh. That's odd.
Odd,
Does
you
this
say?
sound familiar at all to Arastelle, being a student at Strixhaven?
You can roll nature with advantage now.
Okay.
In the background, you hear it.
As you punch the kid.
Knock him over.
Nature. Oh wait. I was looking at the wrong sheet. I was like, what the heck? 1 second. +4, so 19.
19. Yeah. It does ring a bell. This thing could be what's called a marvid.
Okay.
It's quite rare, and yes, it is. It could easily be considered a giant moose. Usually they do stay in their woods, and they do not go near civilization.
Oh.
They're like some tales consider them as being like angry spirits of the wood.
Okay.
They're not seen often. They come and go, but yeah, they exist. They're like poltergeists of the wood.
Would there be a specific reason why it would be disturbed enough to go outside of its woods then?
Could be.
Okay. Well, that's very odd. Arastelle will thank him for the warning and then go grab Zovril.
Take note. Marvid are known the high in their face.
Mm-hmm.
It's known for being what's the word for this? Hypnotizing.
Okay.
It enthralls you. Makes for an easier prey.
Yeah, got it. I would relay that to both Nephele and Zovril when we meet up with Zovril.
Best of luck, young girls.
Thank
And
you.
Evrenov protects you all. And the other 6.
Thank you.
You go back to Zovril.
Yes.
Zovril, you are winning. You can see Zovril with a bunch of kids trying to like run him down essentially. Like right now, everyone's it, and Zovril is the prey.
It's actually really funny because that's exactly how it used to be when I worked at the daycare.
Well, maybe I did work in a daycare. Yeah, you can see that your 2 friends are coming back toward you as you run away from a bunch of kids. Do you let yourself lose, or this may
Absolutely
go?
not.
This may go forever.
No, I guess I'll be distracted by Arastelle trying to get me to do my job.
It's not really a job anymore.
Fair. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it is very weird.
Yeah, his final thing after he gets caught is he'll, like, I don't know. Oh, I guess it's spring, so there wouldn't be, I don't know. Find some seeds on the ground and use Druidcraft to make them bloom and leave the kids with, like, a magic trick, even though
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
pretty much
really
a
a trick,
season to
but
find seeds. I mean,
yeah.
they're pretty much sowing right now.
Maybe, like, sunflower seeds or something that would be, like, I don't know, easy to find an abundance of them in one spot. Not trying to grow a bunch of, like, oak trees or anything.
Oh no!
One for each kid.
Again, yeah, they'll stop chasing you once it's clear that you have to go. But yeah, they'll wave at you as you leave. Like they had a good time. They'll call you Mister and wish you a good day. So you go through the field. I guess you can roll survival maybe.
Okay.
God damn it.
14.
It's a
Not
roll that's
14.
useful. So yeah, not 14. So yeah, with 14 you get lost in this open field. Oh no, we're going in circle.
The way D&D
No,
is meant to be played. Roll
yes,
for every single thing.
roll
Determine how well you
everything.
do.
I just want to tie my shoe.
We'll
Roll
see
for
about that.
use rope. So you go through the field. You get to the other side. You, Arastelle, you have no problem finding the tracks he told you about. This thing has like large, is back legs are clearly large oof-like legs, like a deer or any cervid would have. His front legs, front arms, clearly have claws. Claws, fingers, kinda. You can easily track them. I mean, it's rain season. You're in a field, lot of dirt, lot of mud, so it's not hidden from anything.
Mm-hmm.
You eventually have to venture into the woods. Woods that slowly turn into a sort of bug, swampy, kind of explaining why this is where the fields were stopping. It's probably not the best for what they're trying to do here.
Mm-hmm.
You're not the best trackers. Tracking animals and hunting is not part of your forte. Nephele cannot even help with that. I mean, she's never done that before. When she wants food, she just finds food. She probably don't even cook herself.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes you some time, slowly going through this place, finding tracks here and there, trying to find tracks that are more fresh than others, that go into like trying to triangulate a sort of direction where this thing seems to be heading. And it takes a lot of time. Takes a good chunk of your morning. I would like all of you to do me a perception check.
I'm rolling so terribly. Can I use my passive of 14?
Sure.
My pass was 19, so
I've gotten
Sure.
2 ones tonight.
Good thing is, I also got a 1, so.
Oh, God.
As you look for tracks, Zovril and Zovril, all of you, you can hear sort of like splooching sound, like something walking into water, muddy ground, coming from your right. You can see approaching this maybe like 8 to 9 feet tall aberration with these antlers on its head and an eye in the middle of his face that shines bright like flames. Its eyes are clearly looking at your group. There's muck and a lot of like saliva,
mm-hmm.
just dripping from its mouth as it's slowly approaching your group, growling a little, trying maybe to scare you. It looks aggressive. Arastelle, it does look like what you've seen in your books while you were at Strixhaven.
Yeah. I wish that there was a way that we could communicate with this creature, unfortunately.
I can.
You can?
Yeah. I will cast Speak with Animals. And I will ask. I'll start out with, we're not here to hurt you. We just need you to stop attacking the animals nearby.
You see this thing sort of recoil. Like take a step back as you speak with it. By the way, you also went to Strixhaven, I believe. You can also roll me a nature check if you want.
Oh, that's actually decent. 17.
Alright. So, pretty much the same as Arastelle. The information I gave her, you know pretty much the same thing. You both know that these things, being like sort of poltergeists of the woods, they're considered intelligent in a way. Clearly, the way they hunt, the way they track, the things they do, they're not just surviving. So yeah, this thing will like take a step back and recoil. We'll just say in a sort of like guttural voice. Obviously, you're speaking with it, but this thing does not truly speak. It has no like pattern of speech that is elaborate. We'll just say that the bloom must feed, and so must I.
Why do you need to feed here?
roll me let's say persuasion check. Even though you can speak with it, does not mean this creature suddenly is your friend.
So that's a total of 1.
Can I
But I didn't roll a 1.
Can I let him have my inspiration?
Can you let him what? Sorry.
Can I let him have my inspiration point?
I'll let it. Yes.
Okay.
Just for funsies. Yes. I want to see if you can roll better.
No, I
than...
don't want for persuasion.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that was a 14. I have a
That's a
-1,
14.
so we had to get dark and broody with the black die.
Yes,
So
yes. This thing will take 1 or 2 steps forward. You see, it will start like moving all to the side, like it's trying to circle you as it looks at you. Feels very much like a wolf would do. It will just say, "The bloom must feed. You must feed it. It must grow and be born." You've no idea whatever he calls the bloom.
I was gonna say, is there any indication that this would be similar to what we've been dealing with previously with
It does
the
not
orchids?
look like a sort of orchid nightmare.
Okay.
Does not look like it come from the other world. It looks normal. Does not look corrupted or in any way.
What?
Also, it's already much more intelligent than most of the things you fought. So.
Yeah. What bloom must feed?
Maybe he's that intelligent. A newborn needs food.
Is it your newborn?
Yeah.
Could we perhaps find other food than the one over by this village?
What would that be?
I mean, we're in the forest. There's plenty of animals running around here.
Can you roll me a perception check?
Dark and broody. That's a 20.
The forest is eerily calm.
Oh. Why aren't there creatures here? Have you fed on all of them?
Those who stayed.
So, from what we know about this creature, is there any indication of like he's saying it's his bloom newborn? Any sort of inkling from my time at Witherbloom, like of if they like feed their young like this, or if this is like some weird off the cuff thing, like what's going on here?
Did you, Grim, in response say those who stayed? What was
Yeah.
your response?
Mhm.
Okay. Ethan, can you ask what he means by that?
Animals have a good tendency of running away.
But like, why would they leave the forest completely?
Were they just fleeing from you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And was there any indication, like any teachings, anything that we might have heard of them feeding their young like this, or is this something else?
I'll let you both roll nature again.
Okay. God dang, that's another 20.
I got a nat 20 for 24.
Oh, let's go.
All right. It does come back to you. I mean, the Marvid Abden talked about in one of your Waterboom classes. Uh, it's it is not a ghost. It is not a demon or anything of the sort. It is an actual beast. It is though it is not. It is like a nomadic one. It moves a lot. There's not a lot of them. Whenever it moves, so that it can find usually like most animals a mate. Uh, you know that they are not mammals. They are very weird magic creature that actually once they mate, they have they kind of lay an egg that looks like a plant essentially. Looks like a sort of flower that grows, but it needs food and eventually a baby hatch. And you know that it's not good for the forest around it. One, because animals dies, and two, because this sort of plant feeds on a lot of things around it. Like it trees around it will die, things like that, because it will outfeed them. It takes a lot of resources from the forest. It could also explain why Rena sent you to dispatch this thing. Well, not Renoff itself, but
Mm-hmm.
you catch my drift. Because it is actually a threat, in a way.
So, you won't leave this area anytime soon then, huh?
No.
Well then, I guess we're at an impasse. So if this is just a regular beast, it would be a creature with a soul then, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And Zovril will like take his hammer out and I guess he'll cast with his shield. What's that spell? Guardian of Nature. His one time a day.
Good. As you start casting, you can see the creature in front of you take a sort of like more low to the ground stance, like it's probably ready to pounce or something of the sort. It understood what's going on. And as you cast these spells, you can also feel like you can hear from the back of your head this familiar woven voice that tells you, "Feed me."
I'll say back to it that I need to feed myself.
I hope you said that like out loud.
I don't know. Does can they speak?
Definitely will
Speak
be
with
like,
animals.
what?
I need to feed comma myself. I'll make sure to tell them that I'm using a comma so it makes more sense.
Oh yeah, obviously, yes. I would like to roll initiative in this case.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say no. Other people can't understand me when I'm speaking to animals, right? Or do they understand my language? I don't remember how that works.
It might
That's
be
a
in
very
the
good
spell.
question.
I always assumed that it was like nobody would understand except for the beast.
Nope. Why
Yeah, it just
didn't
says you
this
gain the
work?
ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts.
Uh.
Insert hammies. Oh, it's so cute. Even though it's not cute.
Come on, it ain't so bad. Where's Nephele's token and all of that? There it is.
Thing's terrifying.
Yeah, it is.
It's just a big deer. What gives?
Is it?
There we go. And what about her? Incroyable. Those are some real eye initiative scores.
I am shocked that I'm first. Wow.
Arastelle, you're going first.
I'm not ready. I'm going to try and shoot like a pebble, or not a pebble, but like a small rock using catapult.
Sure.
Dexterity save 16.
Fails.
Great.
I failed to save.
Yeah.
I add a 7.
That's 12 points of bludgeoning. And I'm just gonna move over here. And yeah, I'll end my turn.
Alright. Nephele will also just move back slightly. By the way, the water is difficult terrain
Okay.
for information.
Okay.
She will cast Fire Blast at this thing. She will miss. This thing will. Obviously, it's actually here. Yeah, he's just gonna go here. Nephele? Can you please do a wisdom saving throw?
You're Nephele.
No, I'm an idiot. Arastelle, can you please do a wisdom saving
Oh,
throw?
okay. 17.
15. It will approach. It will look at you with this like flaming eye, and you feel like it's trying to peer straight into your soul. For a moment, you feel like you should just drop whatever you're holding and just stay there forever. Like it's soothing here. But you're able to fight it off.
Okay.
It is Zovril's turn.
All right.
Oh, and right before he ends his turn, as he knows this thing, he will like growl and roar as loud as he can.
Okay. I will run up to it and we'll cast Spiritual Weapon on the other side of him. Go. And I'm gonna swing away with the might of the first. First. Yep.
Swing first.
17 to hit.
That it?
Okay. Balls. So that is 14 points of damage. There's some necrotic and some force, or some radiant and some force. If that makes a difference.
No difference.
Okay. And then he will attack with Spiritual Weapon, which is way higher to hit. And that is max damage. That's 12 points of force damage.
Alright. Takes it all.
And that will be his turn.
Gonna be back to Arastelle.
I'm going to shoot a rhymes binding ice item at 3rd level. Con save 16.
He's gonna pass it.
Yeah, 26 points of damage. That's awesome.
26, or do I add it?
If you succeeded, then you would have it.
Okay. Anything else?
I don't have a bonus action. I'll just try and hide behind the tree. Like, not literally hide, but go behind the tree.
Yeah, Nephele would just do the same thing. This time she will hit.
Huzzah!
It's gonna be the Mermaid's turn. Zovril, he will first attack you with his claws. Claw number 1, that's gonna be 21 to it.
Yep.
Claw number 2, that's gonna be 18 to it.
That just hits.
That it?
Yeah.
Alright. And Headbutt is gonna be 11.
No.
So Headbutt miss. So where's this die? There it is. Claw number 1, 10 points of damage. Claw number 2, 6 points of damage. I would like you to do me 2 DC 15 con saves, please.
13 and
Okay.
16.
Yeah, you failed one of those. You will gain Blood Blight.
Okay.
It's gonna be your turn. So you're gonna take 1d10 at the beginning of your turn from Blood Blight. I believe it is what it is. Oh, works. Yeah,
That's so much damage. Holy cow.
that's gonna be 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Take note, Blood Blight works until you get healed, and it negates the effect of whatever healed you. So don't use high-level spells to get rid of Blood Blight.
Okay.
That will be for your best interest.
And so is this one where healing potions don't work?
I believe we always said that healing potions
It
were.
does, yes.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
magical.
Right, they're magical. I couldn't remember. What
No,
was
healing potions are not magical, but
But
it
the
does
healing-
work, yes.
okay?
Yeah, it works. Essentially,
Okay.
if you get healed.
Okay. So I'm going to bonus action potion of healing, and then I'll
Are
cast.
you sure you do that?
Yeah.
All right.
And it doesn't do any healing, but
No.
I don't have blood blight.
You don't.
And then I will cast I guess Hammer Storm. So I have to make a spell attack. Oh, that's not 20. So that is lots of d8s.
Huzzah.
You get
and-
those. Damn.
I know. It's this dark broody die. I don't know why I didn't use it earlier.
Yeah, it's working.
And when a creature is critically hit by a Spectral Warhammer, it will become prone. Okay. That is 28 points of
Wow.
force damage. And
28 or 38?
28.
28, okay.
And because my spiritual weapon is summoned within the radius, I get to use a free action to use that.
Yeah.
And spiritual weapon doesn't get advantage for it being prone, does it? Because it's not technically a melee. I don't remember how.
Very good question. Blah blah blah. It's a melee spell attack, so I would assume that yes.
Okay, I will take it then.
It gets all the same benefits as.
Yeah, it hits. It was a 15 plus 8.
That is.
And so that is 6 points of force damage.
All right. You can all hear sort of heavy sound coming from your left.
Uh-oh. Looking to the
As
left.
you look left, you can see this thing that is rushing from the woods.
Jesus Christ. What the hell is that?
The mom.
It is the mom.
Alright.
And it's gonna be Arastille's turn.
Yeah, being distracted by that. I'm going to shoot. Wait a second, what's the range on that? Let me just do some quick maths here. I'm going to shoot a catapult so that if it misses one, the other person's going to have to also do a save. Go in a line.
Which one do you want to hit?
I'll shoot. I believe I have the range. I have a 60 range, so let me see. Yeah, I'll try and shoot something from over here, and shoot it this way to
Would a 15 be enough?
No, it does not.
It will hit Mother then.
Okay. I'm rolling hot. 15 plus, it's 19 points of damage.
19?
Yeah, bludgeoning. And I'm going to move back and warn Nephele to keep her distance.
Okay. Yeah. Another hit from Nephele.
Nephele's hitting? Huzzah!
My dice are rolling good.
Yay!
Yeah, she will also be there then. This fellow will stand up. He will attack you with his claws, and he will try to hypnotize you after that. So claws. 15 will miss, and the other one is 19.
Yep, that hits.
There it is. It's gonna be 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And another Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw was 17.
All good. And you can roll me a Wisdom saving throw.
Also 17.
All good. It's gonna be Zovril's turn after that. So it will move here. It's gonna be Zovril's turn after that.
Does spiritual weapon get an attack of opportunity from that?
No.
Does not.
Okay.
But it can move, so
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna swing with my hammer first. That's gonna be a 15.
15 to hit.
Yeah.
It's a miss.
Okay. Well, I guess I will take one of my potions again. Let's see where. Okay. Yeah, I'll take my potion and I'll just move around here to not be in possible line of sight for both. Well, I mean, I still could be, but a little bit further away. Okay, that's my turn.
Yeah, this one will just run then.
Jesus! It keeps going off grid.
Yeah, because of the doesn't like the even amount of square tokens. It's just gonna run straight up, and it's gonna be Arastelle turn.
Okay. I'm going to move around to here and shoot Rhymes Finding Ice at both of them. And I'll... I'm not gonna cast it, never mind. Con save of 16.
It would both fail.
Huzzah! Not great. 12 points of cold damage, and they are both frozen. They have a speed of 0 until they use an action to get out. I'm going to give, call out to Nephele as a heads up, like we've been practicing, and I'm going to telekinetically shove her away so that she would be able to attack with a ranged spell.
Alright.
And my turn.
She's gonna fire blast and miss.
Okay.
Actually, could she move away? Not really. Marvin Zovril.
She doesn't roll at disadvantage because she's 10 feet away, right?
I did not. I rolled a 5.
Okay. Okay.
First attack on Zovril. That is a natural 1. Second attack on Zovril. That's 2. Maybe dead, but will be a 3. It's better. 18 to it.
18 hits.
Can you do me a strength saving throw?
Oof.
I believe that is a fail.
You're gonna take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as it butts you, and you will be prone.
Okay.
No big deal. Zovril, it's your turn. You can just stand up.
I'm going to stand up. And oh god, what'd I do? I will try to hit him with my hammer again.
All right.
That's better. That's a 24.
24 to hit.
So we'll do this. Okay. That is 16 points of damage mixed between radiant and force.
16 is more than enough to have it go down.
And let me guess, spiritual weapon is useless at the moment. Sure is.
As always.
20. I just I get that it would be stronger if it was 30 feet, but
Yeah.
good lord.
Well, I've got some good news for you. In 1D&D, the next edition that's very much rolling out right now, it's even worse. It now uses concentration.
It
I
uses
get that it's-
concentration? Oh,
That's so wild
no.
because it's I guess
Oh, yeah.
to be fair, it's very strong early, but
Uh-huh.
it's so at this point it's gonna by where we ended up last at level 10, it was mediocre at best,
Yeah,
and
it was,
only
it
in
was
a
there.
small room.
If you have a bonus action at some point, you just put it there.
That's
I mean,
literally what it would be. Like if I had a bonus action for anything else, I'd use it.
Yeah.
But wow, that's a weird.
by the way,
change.
I've been reading about 1D&D, the next edition,
Mhm.
next patch, I guess, because it's not really an edition. Anyway, I have no plan of changing. So
Sounds good
your
to
thing
me.
won't be a consideration.
Okay.
There's plenty of changes. Some of them are good. A lot of them are subpar at best. I'm
Mhm.
not interested in changing.
Yeah.
And anything else on your turn?
I think I'm just gonna move up onto the lamp, but
Okay.
I don't want to do too much yet.
It's gonna be the mother's turn. She's gonna lash out on Arastelle.
Mhm.
First attack. It's gonna be a 16 to hit.
It hits.
Second attack is gonna be a 9
Misses.
and a 10. So
Great.
one attack with it. That's gonna be 8 points of damage, and I would like you to do me a Constitution saving throw.
I got a nat one.
You're gonna have Blood Blight, and guess whose turn it is? You'll be taking 6 points of damage from Blood Blight.
Okay.
Then it's your turn.
I'm going to. Oh, fudge. I am going to teleport, Starlight step away. And I'll shoot a second level catapult, dexterity 16.
I'm gonna succeed on this one.
Oh, terrible. 14 damage.
Alright.
And, I'll move back, why not?
Nephele will, where's my D10? Fire Blast for 5 points of damage.
Nice.
And she will also move somewhere. It's gonna be Zovril's turn.
All right. I will. I guess I will. Drink another healing potion, and then we're going to swing with our hammer. It's a 23 to hit.
That does hit.
Alright. Please. That is 10 points of damage. Yeah, 10 points of damage.
10?
Yep.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Mother will try to hypnotize you first. So, wisdom saving throw, please.
Thankfully, I'm good at those. That's over 20.
Over 20? Good.
Yeah.
Attacks 15. This one will miss, I assume.
Yeah.
And the other one is 15 plus bonuses, so
Yeah, that'll hit.
21. Okay. That's a 1 on the die. That's gonna be 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And a Constitution saving throw.
15.
You have 15?
Yeah.
Alright. That succeeds. Arastelle, it's your turn.
I have to get damage for blood light. I wasn't able to heal myself last turn.
Fair enough. Look like 3 points of damage.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action and try to weave the currents to wait, is it only for I can give it to just anybody, right? I can give 1 point of HP to myself.
What?
I'd like to
What do you mean?
use the restoration one
Uh-huh.
to heal
Yeah.
myself.
Oh, you can use it on yourself, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll do that for my bonus action. And
Sure.
then for my action, I will try and shoot another second level catapult. Dex 16.
I'm gonna fail this one.
15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. What the hell is wrong with this die? I'm just gonna get rid of a die. Give me a second.
I think it's doing great.
No, because I've been rolling this bluish die for Nephele's attacks, and it's like the 4th-5 I have on this one. Considering she attacks once a turn, it's kind of a bummer when all of the miss I have with her are 5s with the same die.
I thought that you were complaining about the dice that you've been rolling for the other guys. Never mind. You're
No,
not
no,
doing
no.
great. Get rid of that dice.
All right. She will keep moving backward. And Zovril, it's your turn.
Alright. Gonna move the spiritual weapon up. Swing away to. Wait, swing bonus. Plus. Okay. It's over 20.
All right.
And somehow I got my die to stand perfectly up. Twice. Okay, there we go. That's an actual roll. So that is 9 points of force damage.
9 points.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Fill it up.
then... Yeah, it might be overkill, but... we'll cast Hammer Storm again.
Okay.
So... that's a dirty 20 to hit.
That it's.
And that is... 15 points of force damage.
It also goes down.
Oh, thank goodness.
Huzzah.
I thought that I might be able to just use my hammer, but if I didn't, I was going to be in trouble, so...
Nice job.
Nice job to you.
Good work. I will lift initiative. You stand before the corpses of these two giant beasts. Slightly different from each other. The second one being a little less, a little smaller than the first. You can clearly see the difference between male female as you look at them.
Mm-hmm.
Different antlers also. But still both. Very hard to kill, and yeah, you don't feel too well, Zovril. As the red circle indicates.
No, I felt better. I felt worse, but I felt better. Speaking of, do I notice anything after killing these two creatures? Any sort of like satiated hunger for Valyrian?
You do feel slightly yourself better.
Okay.
And as you look at the beast, you feel like you can see a sort of shadowy outline of a wolf from time to time that seems to be circling them or feasting on them.
Gotcha. Okay. And then I'll, at that visual, drop the Guardian of Nature, and because I think that one makes me have fur and look wolfish, so I'll drop that at the sight of Valyrian for sure. I might be feeling better overall, but I feel like that would make him a little sick to his stomach. But better them than some poor thief, so...
Nephele would ask, do you think there's more? Or...
don't think they usually travel in larger packs. The only thing... You might have to correct me on this, Arastelle, but I think that they have, like, they're probably had an offspring. Based on what he was telling me, he said that the bloom had to feed, and I believe that they were very toxic to the surrounding environment.
Oh, is that why you attacked him? Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry. I forget that those conversations are not with everybody.
Yeah, that would make sense. And
Yeah.
Nephele, they are pretty rare. You rarely see a pack of them. We should be okay.
But yeah, he kept saying the bloom had to feed, and if I'm remembering right, I think that their offspring are plant-like in the early stages.
I believe that is the case.
So feels a little not great doing it, but I think we might have to destroy it. Otherwise, I don't know. It feels like it's just gonna eventually birth, grow, whatever it is, and then we're gonna be back to square one.
They are kind of like a tumor on the environment.
Yeah. Can't imagine they would go too far, especially if both of them were able to get here. I can't think that the offspring would be too far away. I'll kind of look and see if there's any indication of where they might have, like, if there's any hoofprints or whatever indicating where they might have been coming from.
Yeah, I mean, if you start looking around, yeah, you can see some prints that seems to be going mostly west or
Okay.
left on the screen.
Yeah.
You follow them. Eventually, the ground beneath you start to look death. Like it turns from green to black. The trees, they also look like they've been they're just rotten husks of what they were. And if you look forward, you can see amidst all of this like grayish area, sort of very large rose. Actually, it looks like a Miranda rose, if you've ever seen one.
I haven't.
And you can Google it. It's essentially very pink, like light pink rose. It has a lot of petals. You see this sort of very big flower that stands there in the middle of all this gray and black. It has this bulb at the base of it, near the ground, and the flower is just over it, just sprout. There's a lot of like these small flowers also surrounding it. But beside that, everything around it is dead. As you approach, you can see that surrounding the flowers is a bunch of bones and remains. Yeah. What do you do?
Let's say
I can set it on fire.
I was thinking I'm gonna cast Wither and Bloom on it. It's only 2d6 necrotic damage, but it says non-magical vegetation in that area withers.
I think it is magical though.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was counted as magical as the beast, or if it was just like an intelligent being.
Oh, okay.
So you're going with fire, or you're going with Wither and Bloom?
Why not both?
Why not both?
Pourquoi pas les deux?
Porque no las dos, indeed. So you start casting spells on it. Obviously, Nephele will help as she can cast fire. So
Yeah.
You just start burning this thing down, withering it to its core. You can see all of the petals start to fade as they wither and turn to the same color as its surroundings. The flowers on the ground will die first, just flat to the ground. This one will lose its structure, if that makes sense, and it will just kind of stumble on the side, open up with all of its petal just dying out. You see a lot of like watery liquid just start to seep out onto the ground out of this thing. And yeah, it looks like just there, just on the ground, like it's lost all its strength and it's darkened. It's not pink anymore.
Okay.
And it's burning, it seems.
Yeah. Okay.
This does look like it did the trick.
We should probably head back to. We could let the farmers know and then also go back to the priestess.
Yes.
So yeah. We'll go back to just.
Do you bring something back to show that you've done the deed?
Maybe some of the antlers.
Sure.
You could cut an antler.
Yeah.
Just, I don't really know. It feels like I don't want to have to need proof, but it feels less gruesome than any other part of the animal.
Yeah, like the whole head.
Yeah, taking the whole head would kind of be gross, I gotta admit. And there was kids around. No, we're not doing that.
Yeah, antler is
and
fine.
It seemed like it was also very large, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably have the head on you, like.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just cut or break a piece of the antler of one of the two beasts, and you head back to the farm.
Mm-hmm.
Do you tell the farmer that his farm should be safe?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He will obviously thank you. He's surprised strangers like just barging in, saving the day. It seems. He's gonna offer you a meal or something, or crops if you ever pass by, or.
We
and he'll thank you.
have to go, but if there's anything else that comes up, let the priestess of Frenoff know, and she should be able to contact us again to assist.
We'll sure do. Count on this, ma'am. And thank you again for your help.
You're welcome.
Some would say you're heroes. You're saving us a big deal.
Some of us. Heroes. She would just say some of us and look at Zovril with a small smile. But she'll go back to the farmer. Have a good day.
Have a great day, ma'am, and same for you, sir.
He'll just nod. He's healed up at this point, but he got beat up a little bit.
You go back to. I assume you go back to the priestess to
Yeah.
also tell her.
Yes.
I'll be honest, starting to be a little late, so I'm
Mhm.
trying to just expedite things.
Yeah.
Uh,
I agree.
she will. She will. Uh, I have his honor her side of the deal and tell you that if you do have 1,000 gold diamonds, she will gladly help you with your friend, and that she's sure that Vrinov is happy about what you've done today. As for this, she will add it to the church. It's part of like decoration or something of the sort.
Okay. Cool. Huzzah.
And I guess we can close this on
Sure.
that.
Yeah, and we can
Yeah, that
bring
works
back
good.
Priscilla next time when maybe Ku
Yes.
can join in. Cool.
And,
That
and
was
next time,
such a silly session. Oh my god.
hey, I play D&D for the RP. I don't play D&D for the D&D actually. That's sounds silly like that, but yeah. I play
Yeah.
RPGs for the RP.
Yeah. That's fun.
I don't mind role playing. I do
No,
find it
I
fun.
think it's great.
I had fun. I've like the combat's always it's like fun to have like interesting ways of dealing with stuff or whatever, and like I don't know, like there's some good exposition that can come from it, but the RP is the fun part,
Yeah, that would be
good or
super
bad.
fun.
And yeah, if you open the door so that I can talk about robes for 20 minutes, yeah, sure.
That was pretty amazing.
Don't open a door you don't want to open.
Honestly, I'm kind of excited about going to a soiree as Lucky. Not so much as Arastelle, but that sounds like it'll be a really stupid experience that I'm all about for.
Funny enough, while we're like, oh yeah, let's not start Symphony of Storms without Philibert. I'll be honest with you. For me, this has started. I'm using these to get some things moving forward. So,
Oh, okay, interesting.
I mean,
I think that
bringing Priscilla back and doing Poppy's thing, it's part of. I mean, we're playing Symphony of Storms right now. To me, I mean, we have Symphony of Storms characters. We're doing things that will affect the story for going forward.
yeah, I guess that's fair, but these are very like small things. I don't know.
We're in
I
the
guess you have a better
tutorial
idea.
still.
Yeah, we're still in the
Yeah,
tutorial.
I mean, it's not the bulk of the story, but the way I envision uh, SOS is that I am looking to have issues for all four of your characters that will need to be solved.
Mm-hmm.
My problem with that is bringing these issues forward, like these set pieces.
Okay.
So, like bringing Horizon in is Poppy's problem,
Mm-hmm.
and
Our
Priscilla.
problem is being addressed next session at the party, though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
our main
your problem
villain.
is not a big one like Horizon. Your problem is you're stuck up.
We're antisocial,
So
hermit.
we're gonna fix that.
Oh my god, unbelievable.
No, I'm joking. But yeah, my goal obviously, like the soiree was a joke when I brought it with Nephele. I'll be honest, it was like I'll just say that shit and see how it goes.
Yeah.
Like it had no meaning whatsoever. I had no intention on going forward with that. But you did, which meant that suddenly the gears started running, and now I've got plenty of ideas of, hey, what can I do with that? I just don't want us to be like a 3-hour RP session in a ball. Like I don't see the point to that.
I mean,
So,
things can
but
come up.
I have ideas that hey, I
Yeah.
can use this for
Yeah,
character
exactly.
development. I can use this for future story points. I can introduce characters. I can like it has a use.
Mm-hmm.
Like it will have a use for me. Even though we're not playing SOS with all four players, for me this SOS is a prelude
Yeah.
essentially.
I think that
Uh,
I think it's yeah.
I didn't want this to just be a random one shot that
Doesn't have
have
any
no
bearing.
long term meaning.
Okay.
I mean, I'm already in the campaign mindset at this point,
Gotcha.
and
Gotcha.
I've no idea how most things will go. I'll be honest, I have no no clue. Like,
Yeah.
I've got some ideas, but it can go anyway. And again, just like today, there will be a point where you do something, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, it's turning," and
Yeah.
my plans will go down the drain, and
Yeah.
we'll go another way.
I thought that it made sense. Nephele's been doing really well with magic, and that was the deal where she practices magic, and then Aristelle's
That's
more
perfect.
social.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just collateral.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're just
uh,
collateral as the hero of
yeah, as I
Thesos.
said, I'll be using this
Yeah.
for the campaign.
Yeah.
It's always gonna have a use. I already had plans in mind on how to bring back Tonio at some point and just do something without him being there. In case, like it was already like in motion in my head, but
Mm.
we're waiting for him. No big deal. All of this can go away. I'll build something else. It's
Okay.
not like. But yeah, I don't mind waiting for him. And until he's there, I don't mind running like these sort of small RP funny session. This gives me room to try to build for the future.
Mhm. Mhm.
This is good
Perfect.
foundation,
Yeah, it's great.
and it's past midnight, so it's
Yes.
going
Yeah.
to be a good foundation for me going to my bed. So
Same.
Well done.
good night, y'all.